I think we're live now. Maybe. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, Grace. I did not have a chance to check in on the Thorpes, or pretty much almost anybody yesterday. Healthy Family Force did a wild late afternoon, evening stream that was like just really wild. So I pretty much watched that entire thing for like, I think it was like over 4 hours or 4.5 hours, something like that. And then Bethadone has an interesting storyline going on. She's feuding with a guy who wanted her to make some custom custom vacuum content. Okay. Does the audio sound okay? Everything? I don't know how to get rid of an echo. It's echoing the whole time? Now there's no echo? Okay. Oh, but anyway, she's feuding with someone over some custom vacuum content. Well, is the audio good or is it bad? I can't tell. Or was it just for that second while I switched settings that it echoed? It sounds like hey, awesome. Does it sound like one of those mics came down from the ceiling and I was able to do like a ring introduction? Okay. Yeah, well, I had my phone open for a second. That's I think why it was echoing. But anyway, that's all really the news I have. Vinny Slugga, great 2 McDonald's trips yesterday. Was about 10 seconds here? I don't know what I did then. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started with Primetime with George Dorunda. This is Primetime 55, Southwick Zoo, Taste of Chicopee 4. Oh, it was when I first started, huh? I don't know. I don't have any idea. And Mount Tom. So here we go. I hate problems. I hate when problems come up. All right, I'll be right back. I forgot my lighter.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this next prime time is on tape. And while it's on and while you're watching it, I'm going to be roving the freeways of our nation in my brand new customized van, researching all new segments for you to watch. Enjoy the show.
What's up, Jeremy?
From Mount Tom Ski Area, now in summertime liquid form, it's Prime Time
What?
with George Dorunda. Tonight, we visit the big Taste of Chicopee 4. Our good friend Peter over at Southwick Zoo and his brand new baby giraffe.
I agree. I think George does a great job of like building up the intro, telling you what's going to happen. Baby giraffe. I'm pretty hype.
Plus, Jimmy Stir and the Jimmy Stir Band. So get ready.
Oh, wow.
for
Did you
the
see
most
that one?
entertaining show on
Was that a Juno
television.
position? Oh, hey, Vinny. What's up, man?
Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Primetime. And let me tell you, we have a power-packed show for you today. But by the way, have you seen that new movie, the new summer blockbuster, Jurassic Park? You know, if you haven't seen the movie, those dinosaurs, when you see them up on the screen, they're so realistic, so lifelike. Bill Clinton, his own self, he saw the movie, and after he saw it, he was so impressed that he called Steven Spielberg and asked him to come down to Washington and said, "You think you can do the same thing for Al Gore?" Well, anyway.
Wow.
Jurassic Park. Let's visit with some of
Come
our
on, George.
friends, the giraffes, and Peter over at Southwick
That was pretty
Zoo.
rough.
Yes, Peter. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome to Primetime, and it's a pleasure to be back at Southwick's Zoo out
Well,
here in Mendon.
I'm glad you're here.
And you have one special new addition since the last time we were here, a new baby giraffe.
Yes, we have a new baby giraffe.
And I
Oh
understand
my
it's,
gosh. Oh,
if I can get it right, the first or the only one that was born in a zoo successfully in the region.
Yes, as far as we know. Of course, this goes back to when they kept records.
Oh
which was
yeah, I
probably
forgot
20
about
or
the
30
sequel
years
coming
ago.
out.
And we believe it's the first one to be born in New England that has survived.
Now this was a surprise.
Well, it was a bit of a surprise.
Look at his little legs.
Actually, we knew she was going to have a baby, and we were prepared for it. But the day she was going to have it, she started to have the baby, and she was outside, and we had to get her locked inside. And that was a bit of a chore, and everybody was really nervous. And
So when you bought this giraffe, you had no idea.
well, we had a bit of an idea that she might possibly be bred, but yeah, you know, as she progressed, of course, you can't really tell right away. And
Jurassic Park 1 is the best. I would agree. I don't mind 2 and 3, but I don't know. I mean, the ones with the guy from Parks and Recreation are okay, I guess, as like action movies, but they just feel like an action movie with dinosaurs. They don't feel like Jurassic Park. But I definitely agree. I think the first one's by far the best.
towards the latter stages, she did get fuller, and then we knew
I should do a full series.
she was going to have the baby.
Revisit.
And the baby was born.
The baby was born May 23rd. It was on a Sunday, and the delivery took about an hour and a half.
Wow.
Which is probably fairly normal for them. I mean, we're talking about a 150-pound animal, about 5 feet tall.
Now, are they up and running right away?
Actually, this one was up and nursing within an hour, which is probably pretty normal. Out in the wild where they're from, you know, they with the predators and lions and so forth, they have to be up and nursing and almost instantly mobile to get away from predators and so forth. And the baby was up very fast, very fast.
Now, the adults are usually a little more high-strung, I understand. Is the baby at all affected by surrounding atmospheres?
Well, ours, as a rule, giraffes in captivity
This guy looks like somebody put Ole Anderson in charge of a zoo.
are quite docile.
I wish I could meet this baby giraffe.
They do get a little antsy once in a while, and the baby, of course, in its new surroundings, it just takes a while to settle in. But the adults here, as you can see,
Jeannie was some.
I'm sure
That'd
you've
be
got a
awesome.
couple shots of her. You know, they eat out of people's hands in there. They're very, very docile.
And thus far, mother and baby are doing fine.
Mother and baby are doing.
The Cleveland Zoo has a really cool setup with the giraffes. Like you can walk around. They have like little like feeding, like designated feeding zones where you can give them like they'll walk like right up to you and you can like pet their head and shit. It's pretty neat.
Fine. Knock on wood if there's any around.
Well, why is the echo returning? Hang on. Okay, see if this is okay.
Around here.
Oh, we'll knock on concrete instead.
So, but yes, we're cautiously optimistic. It's a month old now, and we think she's gonna do fine.
So the folks can come down and see the only original zoo giraffe family. And by the way, Doug, this could be Jurassic Park, but it certainly isn't Jurassic Park. He's not wearing the right shirt.
Yeah. Jurassic Park. I saw that movie last night, and it was very interesting.
But I think Jurassic Park would be more appropriate today.
Yes, definitely.
Hey, thanks, Peter. And stick around. We'll be back with more primetime fun right after this.
Echo may be gone. I mean, I really don't know what could be causing it.
The animals in the forest. If they could talk, what would they say? They might say, be careful with fire in the forest. Just like Smokey says, only you can prevent forest fires.
Is the Echo going to be the villain of season 2?
Yes, welcome back to the big program. We're here at Mount Tom enjoying all of the beautiful sunshine. And you know, there's some new evidence to suggest that over in China, some of the hardline militants may have been driven back up into the mountains, and we understand that some of them have resorted to cannibalism. Hey, boy, oh boy, talk about really eating Chinese, but eating.
Wow.
The Taste of Chickpea 4,
Wow.
another big success. So let's sample, well, a few dozen items over at the big Taste O Chickpea 4. Well, we're here at the big Taste O Chickpea 4. Now, before I sample all this food, what do we need to make the rounds?
I'm like paranoid
more
to touch
pleasant?
anything.
Well, a lovely beverage comes to mind, and this is our volunteer,
Judy Vaneski.
and we have a whole staff of volunteers.
That's right. That's right. This is a first shift only.
And how many hours will you be working this weekend?
4. Just a 4. Just today only.
4 hours. And do we have a non-diet lovely beverage?
Oh, yes. Yes. There we have Pepsi and orange soda and any orange juice that you want. And coffee.
Beverages unlimited.
He is Norm
Yes, the
esque in
Taste O
ways.
Chickpea 4, and look what we found. Amadeo's.
Amadeo's,
And you are?
I am Jerry.
Jerry. And we have wonderful baked
Kris
lasagna.
Jenner.
Yes, it is. Made by the Grahams at the restaurant.
The Grahams at the
Yes,
restaurant.
yes,
so
the
so
mothers.
this food is completely touched by human hands.
Yes. Created.
Well, I think I'll just have to sample a few.
We'll do that for you. Be glad to. How's the taste?
What's up, Eddie? What's up, Paro?
Good.
Now, how many
Specialty
pounds of
on our menu.
lasagna do you go through
Whoa.
in an average week?
Oh, that's. I don't think we really keep track because we just go through so much of it.
There's no
Man,
gun.
look
It
at
would
that.
be
Is
like-
that a
It would be
lasagna?
like that place with the arches. Billions and billions sold.
Yes, with no actual count. You're right. We don't do an actual
What's up,
count
Logren?
anyway. You know, we just have our customers enjoy it, and they keep coming back for it too.
And I think I'll enjoy some more.
Okay.
He's got a hat, the zoo hat on.
Yes, we're here at Antonio's at the big Taste O Chickpea 4. Roast beef grinders, right?
Roast beef grinders.
And your name is?
Ron.
Ron. Let's cook up some roast beef grinders. Now we already put down our secret sauce.
Secret sauce. Gonna fry this right up for you. Take some nice peppers and onions.
Roast beef grinders with peppers and onions.
And we're gonna melt some cheese on top of that for you.
You know what I like about Antonio's?
What's
You're
that?
open 24 hours a day.
That's right.
And, you know, when you get those
Wow.
hunger splurges in the middle of the night,
Late night. Chestnut Street's open 24 hours a day. This is just a little taste.
this is only a sampling of what you can get at the actual restaurant itself.
Right.
And what a sampling.
There you go.
An official Antonio's roast beef grinder. Hey.
What a sandwich. Wow. Oh, wow.
Well, a taste wouldn't be a taste without Giovanni's. And what'd you do with Rick?
He's outside.
Mayo with
You
paprika.
are
Laurel.
Laurel. Well, let me say, you look better than Rick could ever dream about looking.
Wow.
Thank you.
Now, 2 years ago I did meatballs. Last year I did garlic bread.
And today you're gonna have meatball grinders.
Kind of a combination of the two.
Yes.
It's not really my kind of food, but I mean, it looked, especially for fair food, I thought it looked good. But I like fair food though. I like carny food.
Our homemade meatball grinder.
Well, can we make one up
What's
here?
up, F Wood?
Can.
Well, hey, let's get rolling here. Okay, we take the freshly made, warm, toasted roll here,
Toga's Bakery.
and then we have our lovely meatballs. Look at that. Wonderful, lovely meatballs. And how long have you been working at Giovanni's?
For 5.5 years.
5.5 years you put up with Rick?
Look at those jeans.
It's been rough.
Is he a great person to work for?
Yeah, he is. He's really nice.
Dorunda dime.
Could you have chosen a better career?
A New Haven 10.
No coaching!
Oh, a Giovanni meatball grinder.
A combination of both tastes.
Open wide. Is that good or what?
Fabulous. Now, when Rick retires, are you taking over the business?
Oh, hopefully.
Giovanni's Meatball Grinders.
Royal Drive in Chicopee.
Yes, we're here at Quickies, and
Oh, look at this guy.
This here.
We have Philadelphia cheesesteak.
This isn't the guy from where's ATF Media at? This isn't the guy that we hate, is it? That's in Reflection, and then he does the. What did he have? He had some kind of like baseball museum or something, some kind of sports obsession.
Steak subs.
And who invented the Philadelphia cheesesteak sub?
Oh, I'm not sure. I imagine it was somebody in Philadelphia. But
good guess, right? And what are the ingredients? The main ingredients, the main secrets?
Well, Quickies uses special sauces on most of its thing to season them.
Secret sauces.
I'm putting au jus on them now, and we have fresh onions.
She's in her
mushrooms,
60s
and
now.
peppers, and shaved ribeye steak. And we're
No,
just
no,
gonna
I'm
melt some
sorry.
cheese.
No, ATF, not Jeff Janik, not Reflections, the other one, Center Stage. Remember that weirdo? Yeah, I think that's the same guy. They brought back the old Pepsi logo. Yeah, Dave Barcelou. Oh my
He's
god.
on here for you.
By the way, I've been just testing shit in the shorts to see what works. And I've been putting George Dorunda and Reflections music on stuff, and it'll really tank a lot of stuff. But I finally got one Reflection song through the algorithm by attaching a Cicero video to it.
Now you have more than one location of Quickies?
Oh yeah, there's Quickies in Chicopee, Springfield, and East Long Meadow. We offer free deliveries.
Yeah, I saw Pepsi slipped, and I saw they bought Poppy, that niche probiotic soda. And then they also bought, I don't know how you pronounce it, if it's Sabra or Sabra, but the hummus company.
Service.
Free delivery, so I can ring you up from my house.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And you can deliver about 30
Oh, they
of
kind of
these.
brought it
You
back.
got it. And there you go.
Hey, and here we go. It's a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Unbelievable. Yes, the big
Casa
taste
de
OT
Nana.
report. We're here at Casa de Nana. Is that correct?
That's correct.
The correct pronunciation?
Hey, Casa
I
de
am a
Nana, you know what I'm
multilingualist.
saying?
Yes,
George.
And who do we have here?
My name's Mark Olari.
What a
And
guy,
what do we
man.
have
Look
to
at this
sample?
boy.
We have burritos, mini beef burritos, and tacos.
Well, I'm a burrito fan myself.
All right, it will make you one right now.
And what are the main ingredients of a burrito?
Burrito consists of a flour tortilla, ground beef filling, and cheddar cheese.
Sounds good to me. Let's whip one right up here.
Okay.
Fresh burritos.
With the ground beef
Casa
and
de
a little
Nana.
cheese. Wrap
Great
it on the
name.
end.
And where's the big restaurant located?
Springfield, Mass. 995 Boston Road.
So
Look
we
at
can
this
sample
lunkhead.
Not only at the taste, but year round.
Year round, we're there.
Oh,
open
vault.
7 days a week.
Well, I will sample my official Casa de Nana burrito.
All right.
Hey,
Enjoy.
well, you never know what
Wow,
you find
look
here
at
at
that.
the Taste
Oh,
of
who's
Chicopee.
this? The face of
Big
the bar
Taste of
room.
Chicopee what are you carrying this sign around?
This is the face on the barroom floor, and it was a play at Bernardino's restaurant.
Oh, I thought
run
she
by
was the
Chicopee
face of the
Centennial
bar.
Community
My
Theater
bad.
Group, and I was in it, and it's a huge success.
And what was your part in the play?
I played Fatima, and it was a comedy, and
Fatima?
I was an Arab, and it was a lot of fun.
Hold on, what?
An Arab.
An Arab.
Yeah, it looked like a slim burrito, and then it also didn't look like it was very well, it didn't look like a tight wrap. We're just watching this today, Vinny, the prime time with George Dorunda, but I'll do your McDonald's video from last night will definitely be on Saturday's show on the Boyd Watch. She played the hooker. People use that hummus as a way of describing fake Muslims. Oh, like if you eat sabra, you have to eat a certain type of hummus to be Muslim. That's kind of weird.
An Arab.
And like, what did you do for a job as an Arab?
I tried to kill someone.
I took a week off, and then during that week off, my old computer crashed, so I had no way of like I couldn't even make clips. Like I couldn't even upload any clips. But on the plus side, now we're in HD, we're available, so it's ended up being positive in the end.
Someone through the whole play. Ah!
tried to kill a lovely young lady like you.
I was watching a Vinny video yesterday, and it started off, he always tells his dad when he's recording, and he's like, recording, and then he's like screaming at Alexa, like, record, like just screaming. And then he's like, we're going to McDonald's, Mark.
Kill someone?
Well, I was a seductress.
A seductress.
Yes.
Yes, the big Taste of Chicken Before. We're here at White Glove Caterers with
Eric Parkman.
Oh,
you're
here's the Chicopee Chad.
You made all of these wonderful delicacies.
Oh, yeah.
And to sample this year,
It's a sample.
what do we have to sample?
We have tortellini Alfredo here with broccoli and Cajun shrimp over there.
Well, I took the liberty of sampling the Cajun shrimp.
No one
at
is
the
as
pre-taste,
aggressive
but
with
if I had to
the
create
voice
tortellini
assistants
Alfredo,
as Vinny
Okay, sure.
Slugga. It's great.
and we'll serve some up. Look at that technique. Is that special technique?
Yeah, I went to school for this.
You went to school to learn how to do this.
Yeah, just to serve though, not to cook.
As a cook, you're a natural, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Do you guys remember when I went to a little taste thing, but I didn't actually eat any of the food?
Hey, Here, why don't you host for a while? Tortellini Alfredo. Yes. Hey. Absolutely phenomenal.
Great.
Whoa.
Yes, we're here at the Big Taste O Chicken Before, and I've been eating my
Oh,
brains
here's
out
the
all day, let me
thumbnail.
tell you. It's time for dessert. What better? It's an annual event. Partners Restaurant. We're gonna make some Belgian waffles, and we're here with our waffle master,
Robin Zeka.
and
Blue
we
Waffle
found
Master.
from Up With People, all the way from Denmark. Who is it?
It's my Tominen.
You're mine.
No, it's only my.
It's only mine. Now Denmark, that is home of the Lego Corporation, correct?
True, yeah. And I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you know where Denmark is in Europe?
What is?
Yeah, George is alive. If you look up George Dorunda on YouTube, you can find his page. He still uploads content, but it's only like cutting down trees, and he doesn't. At least he won't talk to me. He won't respond to any of my. I've tagged him and stuff and commented. He won't respond to fusions. George Dorunda refused to respond to requests from the producers to take part in this series.
Denmark in Europe.
Yeah, where? It's a
Where?
place,
It's
you know?
way up north.
Oh.
It's in the northern catacombs of Europe.
You are good.
Hey, when you're good, but when you're great, you're me.
I didn't like any of the food. Like nothing I saw was even remotely like. Oh no, I did. I ate a piece of chocolate. Somebody had like a fudge or chocolate or something.
So, are you ready to learn? You traveled all this distance just to learn how to make waffles.
Yeah.
So,
Dave's
we
not
ready?
here, man.
Yeah.
Let's whip up a couple of waffles here.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, first take one scoop of this.
Now, I need to do something like this. Can you imagine me in like a I Love Lucy meets Three Stooges scenario where I have a bunch of waffle makers set up and I'm feeding waffles to the homeless, but I have to keep up with all of the different waffle irons?
Okay.
And now this is your secret waffle sauce.
Right. Secret. Okay. All right, take one scoop of
Toronto.
this. Go ahead, grab it. Okay. Now pour it right in there in the waffle machine.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah. Right.
Like, he probably just doesn't check it. He probably just doesn't give a shit and doesn't check notifications. But, like, I could see him being, like, not being super thrilled about a pothead druggie watching all of his content since he's pretty conservative.
We're all in there.
Pour it all in.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay.
And you just close it. Turn the bell on. And turn it around. Belgian waffle.
A Belgian waffle. And we have our choice of
Secret
Either
waffle
strawberries
sauce.
with
It's
whipped cream
syrup.
Or ice cream, hot fudge, and whipped cream.
what's your favorite, Mai?
Strawberries.
Wow, Mary Lou
Strawberries
Dragon.
with lots of extra whipped cream, right?
No whipped cream, ice cream.
Strawberries with ice cream. Can we do a combination Belgian waffle?
I don't know. It's not on the menu.
Well, we can bend the rules. After all, traveling, about 4,000 miles to make a waffle?
Yeah. Okay.
He's probably concerned that someone is watching all of his shows obsessively and like down to the like breaking them down to the minutia.
Thank you.
And are you enjoying performing with Up With People?
I'm enjoying Up With People a lot.
Is Chicopee positively the best place you've ever been?
Positive. I am having a ball here.
Sophisticated
This is so much
pothead
fun.
druggie, yeah.
The big Taste No Chicopee 4.
Thank
We've
you.
been doing this for 4 years. Every year I get to go around and sample food.
Okay.
George is my strongest parasocial relationship, yet we have no which I guess that makes it perfect, right? That's the real parasocial relationship.
Come back next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can be my guest through the whole taste.
Okay. It's a deal.
And how much longer till our waffles are ready?
Oh, depends on. I don't know.
Okay, and we're waiting for Mr. Waffle.
Mr. fucking
And we're
Waffle.
waiting
Oh,
for
I thought
Mr.
that was Mr. Waffle coming up.
And we're waiting for Mr. Waffle. What is in the secret waffle sauce?
First it's the mix itself. It's just basically flour and a couple other things that we get.
A couple of other things. Like random, right?
Yeah, random, yeah. Whatever we feel like putting in there. And
My lust for Jedi Joy. Come on, that's out of pocket.
butter and eggs.
And it's all health food, high calorie.
Right.
It'll make your cholesterol jump up to about 1,000.
Yep, definitely.
That's my style dessert. While we're waiting for waffles, could you give us a little sample of the show tonight?
What do you want to know?
Well, sing one of your big songs.
No, I'm not gonna sing because I can't sing. I'm gonna fess
wait
here. I
a
can't
minute.
sing.
George, you are my father.
I didn't join Up With People for singing, so.
Well, what do you do in the show?
Well, I'm something called a stage potato, and I like to be a stage potato.
What? Now, maybe this is different in Denmark. What is a stage potato?
A stage potato.
We're kind of just wandering around on the stage, and we're not. I mean, we're singing and
Lust
dancing,
for VP.
But.
So you're more of a dancer than a singer.
No, I'm both, but I'm not going to sing.
Did I get it right? She's more of a dancer than a singer.
No.
Well, dance for us.
This lady's a senator now.
I'm not.
You're right. The people have to buy the tickets.
Hey, they're free.
They're free, so we're not wasting anything.
Shit, I'm not going to.
It is kind of Angela Quer. I can see her being like, guys, you'll never believe this. I met this guy, George, and he told me I was a star. And it really went to my heart. And I realized I can do this. George said I could do this, and I believe him.
Dance anyway.
You're not gonna dance anyway. No pre-waffle entertainment.
No.
Wow, George, look at this. He's not letting go of her, man. He's gonna keep. Oh, do you see him lower the arm? No way. Oh, come on, George.
While we're waiting for Mr. Waffle.
Sure you don't want to dance now?
You sure you don't want to dance?
I'm sure I don't want to dance. Honestly, I can't dance.
So you won't sing? You won't dance?
I think when we join Up With People,
Yeah.
we are not making an audition. It's like you make a personal interview.
Oh, I like that
you don't
accent.
have to sing or dance to join Up With People. Otherwise.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me you need no talent
I couldn't hear her voice because her hair/baseball hat is really throwing me off.
to join Up With People?
True. No talent. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, right?
What do you mean? I think you have plenty of talent.
Oh, thanks. Perhaps I should go into TV instead, right?
Right. You can
Right.
co-host Primetime with me. Stay right here in beautiful downtown.
George, yeah, exactly. George likes to put his hands on all these women that he interviews, but remember how mad he got when that clown put his hand on George?
Chicopee.
Yeah.
I
So
said
this is how
keep
you
your
eat
hands to
waffles in Denmark.
yourself.
You're gonna have a waffle,
With
ice cream,
and
the strawberries.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how you do it.
Okay.
We take
I questioned it myself, Junk. I was like, am I so high that I just didn't notice her accent?
this waffle right out here.
Yeah.
This golden brown waffle, freshly made.
Smells good.
My.
This. Okay, yeah. And the
Ice cream. Ice cream is in here.
There you go. Take one little block right there.
Okay.
Here goes the cake. Yeah, that's good. We know it.
And strawberry.
And strawberries. Where are the strawberries?
Here.
She's not very directable. She's not like Joy.
Wow.
You can produce Joy. Can't produce this lady. The Brie Larson of Chicopee.
Whipped cream.
Wow. Yeah.
You have a bonus waffle. Now, the hard part is you have to sample it. You made it, you have to sample it.
Brian Danielson again. I think we saw him yesterday, too.
Okay.
You did that like a professional.
He wants her to eat it.
It is so good. This tastes like home. I get homesick.
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 It makes her homesick for Belgian waffles all the way from Denmark. It couldn't be any better than here at the big Taste O Chicopee 4.
True.
Sure you won't do a little bit Up With People song?
I won't sing
Up
for you.
with people in mouth. What does that mean?
Oh, you just sampled one. Is this one for me?
Yeah.
You made it especially for me. One with hot fudge.
And look at the cream, George. I know you'll like it.
You made this especially for me. Yes, George. Literally, they make the ice cream especially for every single customer, bro.
Extra whipped cream.
Yeah.
I love George. I think he's an artistic genius, but he is totally the kind of guy who thinks that the stripper actually likes him.
Well, would you like to host for a while?
Yeah.
And I'll sample.
Okay.
Now watch. I'm a professional. Watch.
Wow, what a character. Wow, chewing with who?
Good.
It's excellent.
Man, he was really chomping on that.
Good.
Wasn't this the highlight of your tour?
Absolutely. I promise you, this was so much fun. Thank you for learning
More
me.
fun than any human should be allowed to have.
Yeah, true.
Yes, the big taster Chicopee 4, and my, can she make a waffle or can she make a waffle? And yeah, I'd like to also thank Bill Liswell and all of his entire staff. They do a great job year after year after year at the Taste of Chicopee. But hey, stick around. Coming up when we return, Jimmy Sturr and the Jimmy Sturr Band right here on the big program. Don't go away.
Yeah, Joy was wild last night. What'd she go for, like 4.5? She was standing for like over 4 hours in the same spot. It was crazy.
This year's recipient of the treasured Black Horn Award,
Please
Richard
leave.
Lynch. Come on up here, Dick.
What are you doing this weekend that's so important you can't take a little time to test your home for radon? After all, it is the second leading cause of lung cancer, and a radon test kit is inexpensive. You can pick one up on your way to the lodge.
George knows what he's doing.
Hey, what better way to spend an afternoon than up here relaxing at Mount Tom? Beautiful area. But it's that time of the program. Yes, it's Jimmy Sturr and the Jimmy Sturr Band. Hey, let's do a little
They have
fiddling
cream,
around.
Joy.
Thank you. Welcome to Action Park. Let's do a little fiddling around on a Sunday.
Oh, here we go. Tito's back. This guy sure does carry a lot for Jimmy Sturr, in my opinion. Dude, this guy's amazing. We've seen, what, 10 songs from this concert, at least? Oh, hey, Wrestle Plunge. Uh-oh, here we go. You know this guy could have his pick of any cotton top out in the crowd. I mean, this guy was, you know, double wide and elbow deep in it. Goober went down to Georgia. Okay, if this guy had come along now, he would probably be like a multimillionaire from just posting like TikTok clips of this. Cotton top slop, you got it.
Yes, Jimmy Stir and the Jimmy Stir Band. I'd like to thank all the guests for appearing. And this is my primetime fan club, right? You watch the show all the time? Yeah. Are you going to watch this one?
Yeah. Yes.
What's your favorite guest on the program so far?
Me.
Hey, what better answer? We'll see you next time from Miami Beach. Good night, everyone.
Miami Beach. We don't have I don't know if there's a giraffe at any of the other zoos around here. Those were all his children. That was court mandated time. Well, that lady was weird. It was so serious too, it's me. Like, it would have been different if it was like a goofy approach to it, but it was like so serious. It'd be like Bugs Bunny and like with like a do-rag and like dressed like a Crip with a Glock. I always hope for reflection. Or they had those ones that were really weird for some reason. I thought they were like really weird, but like they were really popular, of like the Calvin peeing on whatever. That was kind of like a huge thing for like a really short window of time. Yep, 1993. Well, sorry, ATF. Southwick Zoo, Taste Quiz, Jimmy Stir Band, and Cape Beach. The video volume is low? Hang on.
Finally, after a year.
You mean like it's low compared to my voice, or it's just low, period? Let's see if this is any better.
Of slaving all over the studio, running around in the winter. George has finally taken us to the beach, but notice who's carrying everything.
Oh, remember that guy?
From the sandy shores of beautiful Cape Cod, decorate your bicycle and pedal on over. It's prime time with George Dorunda. Tonight, wonderful elephant music at Southwick Zoo with our
Ben was 22.
Valerie and official Taste of Chicopee quiz, plus Jimmy Stir and the Jimmy Stir Band. So get ready for the most entertaining show on television. Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Primetime. And hey, we have a great show. We're here. It's beach day here on Primetime. I think Doug is enjoying the fine sunlight here. Great day. We're here out in Chatham, out on Cape Cod. And you know something, though? The people who run the Psychic Friends phone
Oh, okay. I just want to see if that was on the show. That's the Crickets.
network, that 900 number service. I wonder if...
Boy, look at this. Look at, what's his name? What's this guy's name again? Something Locke?
They know or have some sort of a hunch that I won't be phoning. Well, anyway, let's move on to the show. Our first segment of the day.
You know something? It's too nice to be here.
Of course it's nice. That's why we're here. We have to be... Doug, we're
going swimming.
Oh, Doug is off going swimming. We have a show to finish. He's going swimming.
This guy represents all... Doug Locke. Yeah, Doug Locke represents everything that's bad about YouTube. And George Dorunda represents everything that's good about it. And now we have this, like, evil presence trying to, like, turn Primetime into this, like, you know, prank show.
I'm heading out to Southwick Zoo with our friends Lee and Valerie, and also Zoe, our famous elephant. Well, Lee, welcome back to the big program. It's great to be here at
Thank you.
Southwick
Good to
Zoo.
see you.
And could you introduce your two assistants?
All right, this is Zoe back here.
This is Zoe.
I'll do her first since she's the biggest one. She's African elephant and she's...
That'd be a great... Sounds like a great heel promo, Ananje, running down their local beaches. I always liked it whenever a heel would be like, so this is New York City, and everybody would like clap, and he'd be like, you can keep it.
Up to 4,000 pounds now this year.
Or as Pete Rose said to wherever, I can't remember what city they were in, but whenever he came out and like before he did his heel turn, he like hyped up the town, and then he's like, such and such, town full of losers.
Now, how much more is she weighing this year than when we saw her last year?
Well, I'd say she's probably gained around 500 pounds.
Oh, the
and
cave
she's probably,
lady.
Oh, at least 8 inches taller than she was.
Oh, so she's growing quite rapidly.
Yep, that's what elephants do.
And not to ignore our other assistant.
Yeah, this is, she does a lot more. Valerie does a lot more to help me out than Zoe does. This is Valerie Johnson.
Hi, Valerie. Welcome to the program.
Nice to meet you.
And the only thing is, Valerie doesn't have to carry Doug around on her back.
No, she's lucky.
Oh, boy.
She has to deal with the people. That may be worse. I don't know.
At least he wasn't dancing on her back.
No, Zoe wouldn't have liked that. She did pretty well. He made it back in one piece.
And Zoe, you say she doesn't like giving males rides?
She doesn't really mind. Sometimes
Late
she thinks they're
60s?
going to be heavier than they are. She hears the men's voice.
I think you're right, EFD, because he's 35 here. We've established that in 1993, at some point, he's 35. So he's either 35 or 36 at the end of the year. And this was 32 years ago. So yeah, pretty, yeah, like what, 77? Or 67?
Voice, and she thinks they're going to be heavy, even though they aren't. But we put a lot of weight up there. We put some women that are very large, and that doesn't seem to bother her.
We've put some women... Wow.
She sees me coming.
Yeah, well...
It's run for cover.
Oh, my God.
Well, she probably could do it okay. She can carry 600 pounds, so I think you're okay.
So, Valerie, tell us about... I understand you came in from California.
True story. Oh, okay. That's actually interesting, yes. So, George is the same age here that Savvy Guy is now. That is wild. That just really hits weird. Wow, I'm all existential now. So Savvy Guy, I don't know, man. Savvy Guy, to me, looks much younger, but he acts much older than George. Wow.
Just to take this job?
I'm mind blown by that.
Larry and Lee.
You gave up Southern California?
Yep, I did. Just to work with elephants.
And what did you do out there?
I worked with animals also. I was working at a kennel where the woman had wild animals. She had
I had one of those moments, you know, like in a war movie, whenever a big bomb goes off and that like shrill sound comes across, and then it's just like pure silence. Like that happened to me when I connected that we're watching George the same age that we're watching Savvy Guy. Like I can't imagine George being like, shout out to a life of hell.
wolves and a bear and foxes, and we'd boarded a cougar. So that's how I first got interested in exotics.
And how did you find out about Southwick Zoo?
Animal Finder's Guide, a magazine. They had.
Okay, there's a trade magazine, Animal Finder's Guide.
Yeah, for exotics, and I was looking to maybe buy an animal and train it myself, but I take that very seriously.
Do you think elephants are cousins of mammoth? Oh, definitely. If mammoths are even real. Don't get me started about mammoths. But yeah, they'd have to. I think they would definitely be related. I think I've only ridden on an elephant one time, and it was with a trad girl, and I didn't like it. I didn't like riding the elephant. I thought for sure it was going to go nuts and like trample or throw me off, and I was going to get paralyzed like Superman.
Seriously, I wouldn't want to get it and then not be able to take care of it properly. So I waited
Not for
and
me.
decided to work for them and learn about elephants because I hadn't worked with elephants before.
And you're in your second season, and what's it like working with elephants?
It's complex. As soon as you think they're working well for you and understand you and like you, then they'll surprise you with something and keep you on your toes.
So when I was George's age here and Savvy Guy's age now, I was streaming full-time on Twitch. So I'm trying to like line up. But Twitch was different back then. Like you couldn't do, they didn't have IRL or just chatting even. Like you couldn't even, you'd get in trouble if you opened up a passive game even and just like tried to chat with your viewers. It was really strict back then. Like no hot tub streams, nothing like that.
Have they ever gone totally out of control?
No. She just doesn't.
Oh, that would be cool.
She just makes me watch her a lot.
Oh yeah, EFD. Didn't they find the one and they said it was like intact enough that they could replicate it?
Test you.
Yeah,
test you.
me. That's
Yeah,
what she does.
they always test you.
To see if you deserve their respect. That's pretty much what she does.
So you have.
I've ridden a camel too. I didn't mind the camel as much as the elephant, but my dad was taking a picture of the camel's foot, like the camel toe, and the guy operating the ride like saw him and shook his head at him.
To earn the respect first.
Oh yeah, it's people think of elephants like
Oh,
Dumbo, that
it's
they're
dead.
just sort of slow and dumb and always very friendly. And we're lucky the two elephants we have are very nice elephants, but
Only thing missing from that cave woman outfit is a
before
bone.
they're going to accept them. They don't mind anybody riding on them, but once you're down on their level, if you try to ask them to do something, if you don't know what you're doing, they're not going to do it until you learn to get around them. So Valerie's in that process now, and Valerie's very adventurous. She'll do anything. So.
Oh, she'll do anything. What's the most adventurous thing you've done so far in your stay here?
Oh, jeez.
Well, the Harvard job, that was different.
Oh, yeah, it had nothing to do with elephants, but that was kind of fun.
Yeah, I didn't mind
It was kinda
I didn't
risque.
love it, but
Risque, what was the Harvard job?
I was a snake charmer for,
Oh.
it was a class of 63
Of
Harvard
course.
reunion. And I had to wear a real tiny little outfit and carry a snake
EFD, what do you think? You think she's good at charming snakes?
around me.
For all those Harvard grads.
Yeah.
Is that being added next year here at the circus?
No.
I don't know. That would be a good idea. You'd have the outfit she wore.
No, right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, the outfit she wore, you'd have a lot of people watching. So,
Uh-oh.
Maybe you could give us a primetime audition?
I would wear a different outfit. Something a little more, that covers up a little more.
she knew not too many people would see her, but we know Primetime has a huge audience, so she might be a little more nervous about it.
At least dozens, right?
Right.
We keep all the relatives watching.
Yeah, that's right.
And Hubie, I noticed Hubie isn't part of the show yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
for shame.
He does a few
She
tricks,
seems like
though.
a sweet
Yeah.
lady.
He's
She
learned
seems
a
like a
few
ball
Well, I'll show
drainer.
you his tricks later. He does know some tricks, but we're trying to convince the clown to work him into his bit.
Well, don't you have control over the clown?
Now she
have a
she
new
used to
clown.
work
He's
with
much
snakes. Now she
improved over
works
the
with
old clown.
clams.
You have to treat clowns with
Uh-oh,
kid gloves.
clown.
They're very temperamental.
Just like elephants.
Yeah, oh, much more so. They're They can be hard to work with. No, the guy we have this year is very nice, very easygoing.
The guy we have
understand
this
he's a
year
graduate
is nice.
of Clown College.
That's right. He worked at Ringling Brothers for years.
And I wonder what you learn at Clown College.
To be funny, I suppose.
Is it like juggling 1, juggling 2?
Yeah, juggling 101, falling in your face 101, things like that. Yeah, pie throwing, probably. No, I know.
I wasn't even aware they had a Clown College.
Oh, well, no, it's very prestigious, yeah. They only let a few people in every year, and they teach you the basics of being a clown, and if you get a clown from there, you know that they know a certain amount, and you hope they're funny, too.
And he's kind of a cowboy clown.
Yep, he does a lot of rope twirling and things like that.
And audience participation?
Yep.
What am I smoking?
I never get to see it because I'm always back there working with the animals. And Valerie and I are running around with our, like chickens with their heads cut off.
So you're doing the real work.
That's right.
And the clown is just clowning, so...
I think clowns have it pretty easy, but they always convince me that it's very hard work. But compared to animals, Valerie and I know better. So.
Well, it depends on how much audience participation you have.
Right.
Well, like, yeah, it's weird, but like, they're her coworkers. Why is she shitting on her coworkers unnecessarily? She could be like, yeah, it's very difficult to work with the animals, but at the same time, you know, the clowns have it tough too. They've got to do acrobatics. They got to make people laugh. Like, she's just shitting all over her coworker here. Which you would think she would want to like build it up. Isn't that the point? Isn't this like a commercial for your business and you're like running down the clown?
Right. I don't do that. I deal with the animals. That's bad enough, but
Oh, the clown can deal with that. That's his job.
Yeah. But if I didn't have Valerie to help me with the show, it's amazing. She's running around there putting the last little polish on the horses and putting the tapes in the machine and everything. And fortunately, I can just walk in there and you know, do the show, because if I didn't have somebody that I could count on, so
we can give Valerie the award, the Primetime Assistant of the Year here at Southwick Zoo.
I don't know about her ex,
we'll just send a plaque in the mail.
Never mind.
She'll be looking for it.
Now your two horses, have they been in any more commercials?
No, they've kind of been slacking off. No, they haven't had any calls for commercials since we talked to you last. They kind of had the winter off, which might have been good. It was kind of hard winter. That's why we don't have really too much new in the show.
Welcome to the
because
circus,
I have to count on the weather
Fusco.
and when I can work with the animals. So.
Is this a 7-day-a-week job for you?
Oh, yeah.
24 hours a day.
Yeah, and especially in the summer. Once we get going in the summer, there's no days off till.
Wow, look at this outfit.
Till October. So we're the only two that are here at the zoo every single day. So you always know where to find us.
Now I understand your other elephant has been on tour for like 10 months.
Yeah, no, she's just never here when you're here.
Oh,
so.
What junk? It's polished off.
So.
Hello.
That comment startled me.
Be nice, Zoe.
Oh. Hello.
No grabbing the cord.
No grabbing the cord.
I'm sure you have nothing to say, so you can back up.
Zoe has nothing to say, and what do you do when you're interviewing an elephant and the elephant has nothing to say? Does she bite?
No, she doesn't bite.
Oh, okay. We're safe here then. Not a meat eater.
I won't say you're safe, but we'll say she won't bite.
Yeah, that's how we'll put it.
No, she's good. She's just always very curious about everything. She's got to.
You're not too confrontational, well, unless somebody dismisses your comments and calls you a troll, but rightfully so.
They're like,
hello.
Yeah,
hello.
They're like big.
Hello. Yes. Okay. Yes. Hello. Sing a
The
song.
horse gets polished off. That sounds awful.
Harmonica.
Whoa!
Can
Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I can get it. Yeah.
See, once again, Valerie on the move.
Look at, and she runs.
She runs.
She runs everywhere.
You know, Zoe has more talent than a lot of the bands that appear right on primetime here, and I guess she's going to prove that right now.
George is.
She's going to play.
Is she in the musicians union?
Has he always had this Dr. Zoidberg
Don't
build?
worry about it.
I've never noticed his posture like that till you said something,
She's
Joe.
going to play her favorite song, which is "How Much Is That Doggy in the Window," on her harmonica.
So she plays for the dogs backstage.
That's right. Trunk, Zoe, trunk up. Trunk.
Trunk up.
Come here. Trunk up.
It's like in the music business they call it horn up. This is trunk up.
Come on, come here. Bring it down here. Here. Get your nose down here.
Yes.
Hey, George, you have an arm, motherfucker. Move it.
Steady. Louder.
A little louder. Well, this is the quiet part of the song. This is
Play
we're
it.
building.
God damn it.
We're building to that crescendo.
What a strange world we live in where something like this happens. Who thinks to...
Very good. Oh.
Who's out there wanting to hear an elephant play the harmonica? I don't understand. Why is this even a thing? Like, who was like, I wonder if an elephant can play a harmonica?
Very good. A round of applause almost for Zoe. She's going to have to start doing weddings. Okay, Zoe is finished. You can go back to your dressing room and relax before the next big show.
Oh, boy.
So,
Oh, here we
anything
go.
with the dogs you can tell us about?
Well, like I said, there's not a lot new. We switched around. I lost
what
the
a
dog this
piece.
winter, so one of the other dogs had to fill in. So she was one that just sat on her seat last year, and this year she's actually performing, and she's extremely excited about that because she got her big break. So now
Man, this
she's,
dog is great. Yo.
She's in the show, and she's excited about that.
So they can pretty much actively exchange positions within reason.
Right. It depends on the tricks. Not all of them can do all the tricks. They all have different talents, and some of them aren't as talented as
I'd
others.
buy a
So
ticket
it
to see
depends
this
on what you
shit.
ask them to do.
Again, they all have their own personality.
That's right. She's jumping through the hoop now, and she's doing amazing with that because she's just very athletic, and she's so excited. She usually runs out before it's her turn, so she's very happy about being in the show finally.
And the llama, of course, again, as we discussed last year, just an expensive prop.
That's right. Yeah, a very handsome prop. Yeah, he doesn't do anything different, and I don't know what else I can teach him to do.
In the next 20 years, I don't think you can get him to do anything different.
No, but he's actually one of the animals that is the busiest because he goes to so many jobs. He works here. He works at schools when we
This
go to schools.
llama has multiple
Zoomobiles.
jobs.
He does circus jobs. So, and actually, Hubie did work last fall, the donkey, because we had some political jobs. So, he and one of our elephants had to go and be the Democrat and the Republican.
That's interesting.
So, he was busy in November. Yep, and he won. So.
He won, so Hubie's a winner all the way around. So he deserves a season off.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get him in there by the next time you come back.
So by the end of the summer,
we'll have Hubie in there if that's what you want.
I'd like to see that.
We'll have Valerie.
We'll have Hubie controlling the clown.
Yeah, Hubie's Valerie's charge, so she'll get him going in there.
Hey, once again, great to be here at Southwick Zoo. Thanks for appearing on the big program. And stick around. We'll be back with more primetime fun and more elephant music.
Llama's there to make people smile, and that's enough. I agree.
Music right after this.
When I was a kid and we used to go to like the zoo for like field trips or whatever, they would always be like really demonize the llamas and be like, oh, they're gonna spit at you or whatever. But like, I never got spit on by a llama. Maybe because I treated them with, a little dignity.
Got my license.
Oh boy.
Every time I left the house, my parents would say,
Buzzkill.
remember to buckle up, dear. But I never did. Just didn't seem too cool. Besides, most of the time I was only going around the block. You know how parents are. Always telling you what to do. But you know what? I wish I'd listened. I really do.
Man, Jeannie was sung as hot. Very 80s hot chick prototype material.
George, I lost my glasses.
Boy, Doug Locke.
Yes, welcome back to the big program, and we're here. It's a nice sunny day. We're on the beach at Chatham out on Cape Cod.
Can we get Mark Brousseau to come back and do a Loser Leaves Town with Doug Locke?
And
Loser runs Warner Brothers.
And, Doug's out swimming. By the way, he left his glasses here, and I know he can't see too well without them, but then how could he miss me? I'm bright enough, anybody can see me. And, well, right now on the program, we have, for you, the home viewers, get your pens, your papers out. It's time for a primetime quiz. We're going to do a little quiz. Okay. It's a kind of a fun way to look back at this year's...
Hold on, I'll be right back. Mark Brio. Okay, hold on.
Taste of Chicopee. Yes, the big Taste of Chicopee, the fourth one. And, well, we thought along different lines, we kind of put together a visual aspect, kind of a Taste of Chicopee quiz for you, the home viewers, so that if you've attended the taste, you can quiz yourselves to see how many details you can find that are equivalent.
I had to get a pen and paper for the quiz.
Hey, let's begin. We're going to roll some videotape, and I think I've over-explained this already, so let's begin. Okay, this shot right here. This man is A, tasting his own food. B, checking out other vendors. C, chasing customers who have not paid.
Don't tell other people your answers, please.
This man is A, serving up a delicious meatballs. B, enjoying the wonderful entertainer's music. C, really trying to butter up the host. See, this is a little simple Taste of Chicopee quiz. It's simple enough, and I hope you're scoring along at home. Okay, this man here is thinking, hurry up, Jan's ready to begin the big program. B, which control is the focus? C, this is nothing like mom's sewing machine at home. Okay, right here, this person is A, watching her child on a ride. B, couldn't afford the full ride. C, really moonwalking. Okay, this is
what a great show.
This child here is thinking, A, I wish mommy was here. B, why did mommy put me in this cage? C, mommy says if I close my eyes, it'll be better than Disney World. This man we see on the big television screen here is A,
new
testing
flex,
a
nice.
microphone. B, auditioning for Up With People. C, will be hosting his very own TV show this fall here on CSC TV. And you know, that I can see why. Everybody's doing a show these days. I'll tell you, the best one though, the mayor.
I think
Joe
this is
Chesney,
great.
He's doing a marvelous job on his TV show. Let's say the guy's so talented. He was an actor, now he's a TV host. Next year he's gonna start singing and dancing. We're gonna see him on Broadway. Okay, hey, moving right along here. This creature is A, running for mayor. B, gesturing rudely to the camera. C, dinner. Okay, next. A surprise here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, direct from Cheers, Ms. Rhea Perlman. Look at that.
No way.
That looks just like...
George Dorunda, even my signature move, the, what does Joe call it? The doppelganger call out. George was doing the doppelganger call outs first, too.
Close enough. Chicopee's Rhea Perlman. This child
Chicopee's Rhea Perlman
is A, napping in the beautiful sunshine. B, has just sampled some owl soup. Or C, excitedly enjoying the music of the entertainers. That's excitement for you. Okay, moving right along here. Yes, here we go. This person is A, pretending to be part of the crew. B, waiting for Jeannie to arrive.
Oh, shit.
Or C, hoping George will get him more free food.
Genie was sung reference.
You know, actually, this one could qualify for D, all of the above. This man is A, state employee hard at work. B,
More politics.
preparing to take the Taste O Chicopee by storm. Or C, the illegitimate son of professional wrestler Bruno Sammartino. This person is A Quickies employee. B, preparing steak sandwiches. Or C, proud that his entire wardrobe costs less than $9.95.
Wow.
Keep scoring along at home. It gets better. This man, A, is enjoying a lovely beverage. B, is happy to see a television camera. Or C, was the official stunt double in the Buddy Holly story. Doug, did you see that movie? The Buddy Holly story?
He should be. This is a great segment, I think.
And then they went into, and he said, just you know. Oh, well, we won't get into that. Okay, this man is A, lost in the crowd. B, not only the president, but also a client.
A hair club for men
or
reference.
C, Elton John's less successful brother.
So if you don't understand B, it's because there was a guy named Cy Sperling, and he was not only the president of the hair club for men, but he was also a member.
Wilbur. And the last one, can we believe it? It's the last one already. That's what we need, Doug. A big finish. Is this a big finish? We can count on it. It's going to be a big finish. Okay, this man... Okay, we've had enough from you, Doug. This man is A, retired actor from Night of the Living Dead. B, tasting everything possible at the Taste of Chicopee. Or C, wondering, do I get fries with this? Hey, and there we go. It's the big Taste O Chicopee quiz.
Okay.
Ask for it by name. And hey, we'll be back with more of the big program right after this.
Do we get the answers? Oh, look at this. Get this guy off the screen. The George South of prime time.
The forest is home to many living things.
Hey, Cody Turbo.
That's why, if you're careless with fire when you go to the forest, you could burn a lot more than trees.
I love these like miniature special effects. I love that. That quiz section was amazing. I loved it. Dorunda's Janetti, yes. But it's like if he's Marty Jannetty, but somehow Marty Jannetty ended up being the one that made it, despite having none of the, not nearly the level of in-ring or charisma. Since Locke ended up like in a big, I don't know, what was he, an executive or a vice president at Warner Brothers? And George is making content, cutting down trees.
Yes, we're back here at wonderful Cape Cod, continuing on with the big show. And wait a minute, quiet. Hear that? I think some submarine just picked up Doug on their radar. He's been swimming throughout this whole show. But hey, here he is. It's our 6-time Grammy Award winner, Jimmy Sturr, and the Jimmy Sturr Band performing God Bless the USA. Ah, sunshine.
Are we the greatest and the most wonderful people in the
Why
world
don't you sit down?
to live in the United States of America? I say to that, God bless the USA.
How dare he commercialize our country like this? How crass.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start all over with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm about to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Very low energy. This guy stinks, he does. This is embarrassing our country. This performance is a stain on the fabric of our nation. Not a good performance.
From the lakes of Minnesota,
who slow dances to this, by the way?
across the plains of Texas
from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston.
Somewhere a bald eagle is vomiting.
Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand.
Bob's Burgers. What's he doing? No, this is not. This is globalist. Just garbage. I feel like I feel like there's some kind of something there. He just has no showmanship, and he has no, the sound of his voice isn't very good, but like I don't know, there's something about it that makes it less offensive than some. Vegan Patriot would not appreciate this. God bless Vegan Patriot. God bless Jedi Joy, who served our country proudly. A hero in the Air Force.
George, where are you?
Boo.
A Brachiosaurus cup, yeah. I don't know. I think this came from the movie Pinocchio. Well, Doug's been swimming throughout the whole show. I haven't seen him. I don't think he got lost. He has to be able to find me.
I'm just going to say it. I don't like him.
That shouldn't be
at
a problem.
all.
Hey, anyway, I'm exhausted. Good night, everyone.
I'm anti-Doug Locke. I didn't even get I wrote down my answers. For posterity purposes, I'm going to list out the letters, and then anybody, if they at any point in the future want to see my answers. C, C, A, B, B, C, A, C, B, C, 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 B, C. I think that's a Babyface promo. Remember that little sweetheart? I remember the Moose Cups. Those were pretty cool. And no, the answers to the quiz that George gave, that I gave, were in no way any kind of geolocation code to a USB device that has the name and password to a YouTube account that is filled with all of Grace's old archive streams. In SD, of course. But it's not, so don't waste your time. I'm not burying anybody. What? Maybe I am being a heel then, because if a real heel doesn't think that they're a heel. It's this weed. It's goonberries. Oh, shit. Okay, Blues... Well, still no reflections. Blues Brothers, Southwick Zoo again, and Boston. I don't blame him for keeping going back to the zoo. I mean, they're pretty much a content farm.
You have the cable white balance card. Doug, where
In
are the
mono,
tapes?
we're available. Let's go.
Tapes. We need tapes to tape the program.
What about the glue?
Oh boy. Whenever I hear this music, I just know like I'm in for I'm gonna have a good 30 minutes. I want to go to other zoos now, though.
From beautiful downtown Boston may cause itching and rash.
I actually tried it, Ananje. I fed that prompt into, I had in standard definition where available, but I couldn't get the AI to shit it out properly.
Prime time with George Dorunda. Tonight, the fabulous Blues Brothers.
Oh, Genie
More
was song.
animals at Southwick Zoo. So get ready for the most entertaining show on television. Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Prime Time. And yes, here we are. We're in beautiful downtown Boston. We're outside of Fenway Park.
I agree, Southwest. I like all of my stream days, but especially like once Wednesday's over, then I know like I'm on like it's just gonna be pure Kino through the weekend.
Historic Green Monster right here at
What year were the LA riots? I don't know.
And we have a
Remember
big show
the
for you. We'll be
rooftop
touring around
Koreans?
Boston throughout the show. And well, let's move on with it. You know, you don't have to pay a huge admission to see my first guest perform. No, you can see them right here, right now, for nothing, and it's worth every penny.
Speaking of 90s style shirts, look at this one. This is I've worn this before on Dorunda Day, but it's an original 1992 Bill Clinton and Al Gore campaign shirt. It fits in nicely with the lore today.
Don't you think? Yes, here they are to perform a hit from their most recent album, Tank Full of Blues. Yeah, there it is. There's the album, Tank Full of Blues. It's the Blues Brothers.
Coming to you on a dusty road.
Wow.
Good loving, I've got a truckload. When I see you, baby, well, I can't stop. Want to hold you, baby. Out in my arms you rock. I'm a soul man.
This is
I'm a soul man.
Archie Bunker would say this is some of that French music, Lausay.
I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man.
Oh man.
But I walk the hard way. Keep it going each and every day.
Look at him dancing though. He's got the moves.
Baby, I got it. I can't do it, baby. Baby, can't stop it. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Well,
I like this Kelsey Grammer guy though on saxophone.
I was educated on a side street. I learned to love before I could eat. When I see you, baby, you look so good. Gonna treat you, baby, like a good man should. 'Cause I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a soul
Hold on, my chat messed up.
But just grab a rope and I'll pull you in. But I'll give you home. Now be your only boyfriend, yeah.
You know, honestly, whenever they said Blues Brothers, I was like, how bad could it be? You know, it's a little tribute act. All you got to do is kind of do just do a pretty basic level of singing, and you can get through it, and be moderately entertaining. I really didn't know that it could be this bad. What is this paganism happening on the screen right now? I thought the singing was bad. Then you get to this guitar playing, and then there's a child worshiping a speaker. This is when we got off the good timeline right here. That guitar player does kind of look like Jedi Rich a little bit. Wow. I feel like we're all more bonded together after going through that together.
Doug, what's the problem here? You booked these guests for the show. Oh, here they are. It's the fabulous Blues Brothers.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Jake's
my brother Jake. What's your name again?
My name. I'm the star of the show.
Oh, sorry.
George Dorunda.
George, Mr. Star.
There's a park within driving distance of me that has a tank. Like, it doesn't look exactly like this one. It's like a longer barrel one. But I could get some tank content.
Seat and join us here. Now, what happened? You guys are a little late. What happened to the Bluesmobile?
Well, it's in the shop. Actually, we had some trouble trying to outrun the state police there.
Oh, is he going to do this in kayfabe?
Or the parks commissioner, depending on where you've played your last concert.
I think he was a forestry cop.
And so actually we're thinking of making this into the new Bluesmobile right here.
Could be a wise move. Do you run into irate fans from time to time?
Club owners.
Every night. Irate bill collectors.
I guess the question is, do you get...
I think you're right, ATF. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying not to be a heel. What's up, Dave's channel?
Paid.
Well, it sort of depends how many beers the boys have that night, Sometimes we do and sometimes we don't.
So some nights the beer tab is higher than the band fee.
Exactly. Yeah, it's tough to get through those hot nights in the bar, smoke and all that, without having a few cold ones.
Boys in a band like beer.
Well,
they like beer a lot.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I feel like this interview is turning... I can feel the blood running through my circulatory system turning into like a thick gelatinous substance over this interview, but I'm going to try to make it through it.
The boys in most bands like beer. Do they ever do anything heavier than beer?
It's just really unnerving to me right now.
Yeah, white bread and...
white bread, wow, now racism.
Barbecue when we get a real good gig like a wedding or something like that.
You guys do weddings?
Well,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You getting married? We'll do your...
Not in the near future.
I'll give you my card.
Did you have to do any polkas?
Yeah, we know some polkas. Yeah, beer barrel polka, of course. The boys know that one. Yeah.
What a dad joke.
The Pennsylvania polka.
What happened at 2:27 a.m.?
Golf course down in Pennsylvania one time for a golf tournament.
And what else could you play with the Pennsylvania polka?
Pennsylvania polka
and the Arnold Palmer polka. We played here.
I don't believe I'm familiar with the Arnold Palmer polka.
The Quaker State polka. Quaker State.
The Quaker State polka.
The oil,
The oil of the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
No way. He don't pay anybody.
Being on a mission from God, we sometimes have to play things to keep the band together.
How'd you come up with that slogan, the mission from God?
Well, it's we're trying to raise money for the kids and the sisters back in the orphanage because we came from there.
You know what? Since this show is like he loves polka. Since this show's like a commercial for these people, I like the fact that now you can say for sure that these people are neither entertaining or humorous or charming on stage or like behind the scenes.
Ourselves, and we look back at our roots now and realize that those kids
Oh,
need help.
gotcha,
Back
Dave's
in that
channel.
orphanage, and the music that
What's up, Jake
and
Steele?
I truly love so very much is something we can do. Go out there and earn the money and just keep the orphanage from being closed. You know, they got problems with their light
Bill
bill,
Nye, the Blues Brothers guy.
power bill, the rent, gas.
So the club owners are contributing to a worthy cause.
Yes, we are merely a vessel. As
it's almost like a tax-deductible donation.
Well, it can be, yes.
And when we start paying taxes, we will deduct it.
The men in you don't pay taxes?
We pay our own taxes.
Yeah, it's sort of a self-tax kind of a proposition.
It's
Oh my
kind
God,
of,
this interview is
an escrow
excruciating.
account.
Right. Well, we read out the W-2s every night for the boys, but they tend to not keep them on their person.
Are these the two people? Do you remember, like, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, George interviewed like a comedy duo? They sucked too, and I wonder if it's the same people. I can't tell though. I didn't want to say anything
Very long.
because I figured it's just my high brain.
That's right. You can't be responsible for that.
We do, we try and keep everything above board in the band. So yeah. How are you anyway? How you doing, George? How's this great show you got here? Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. We're out in the sunshine. A few bugs around, but we can deal with that.
Yeah.
Now, bugs, country music. It's becoming so popular today. I understand you
Echo returned. Was it still echoing?
guys also branch out into the country venues occasionally.
Naturally, we do some country.
You're very versatile.
We do
Oh, something with the pause.
Yeah.
Weddings, country, polkas,
western.
What are some of the bigger country rooms? I mean, do you work any rooms down in Nashville?
We've done the Lone Star Bar and Grill over in New York.
Yeah, we did that one there, and
Arnie's Delicatessen down in Madison.
Yep. Bub's Barbecue up in Sunderland. Go there once in a while. Play country music.
Bub's Barbecue up in Sunderland.
Yeah. You been there?
I've heard of that place. Really good barbecue chicken.
What a
Chicken and
mind
ribs.
fuck.
If we get a kind of more like a high-paying job, we have to go up there and have a little barbecue.
You get some takeout and bring it to the show.
It's great. You like barbecue?
I love barbecue. Bub's Barbecue up in Sunderland. This sounds like an instant plug to me.
Well, it could be, yeah. But he's a good guy, and he's occasionally given us day-old ribs. When he was going to throw them out, he let us have them. So we help each other out.
Along in the music line, people ask us if we play Cajun
I
music.
don't think so.
Occasionally.
That's right. Down the bayou.
You've played pretty much for any occasion.
And any Cajuns that might be in the audience.
You also go into the Cajun field.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Do you have an accordion player?
Well, Paul Schaefer kind of, with the technology being the way it is now.
Paul Schaefer?
Yeah, he can get the...
When Paul isn't playing with that band.
That band on that other TV show. Well, he's been canceled anyway.
When he's not busy.
Canceled?
He might have more time.
Yeah, he might have some more time. We should give him a call.
He's unemployed now.
For the accordion. Get some of the more the Clifton.
Oh my God! In this interview is killing me.
And you couldn't ask for a better accordion player.
Oh, he's great.
I mean, unless you got Larry Chesky.
Happy Louie.
Is Larry busy?
I don't. Larry, I think to work with a group with your reputation, I think he'd be perfect for you. With the combined road experiences, you could have been to the moon and back.
But
this fella tried out for us. Remember about a month ago, Chester Dragon.
Chet Dragon.
Tried out for the band.
Chet Dragon. Now
Very
they're
nice
name
man,
dropping
very nice
Chet
man.
Dragon.
Unfortunately, at the time, it wasn't working. It was a wonderful man.
What kind of problems did you run into with Chet? I mean, Chet.
I got to get a
Chet's
different
story
strain.
was
This
his
one's
own.
making me
he was not
nuts.
conversant with our material.
It's goonberries.
To
What do
be
you
able to
expect?
play the blues really enough.
enough blues.
Well, blues has to come from your soul.
That's right. You know, we like to, you know, play the music of the greats from Chicago and Detroit and Memphis.
What's your all-time favorite blues song?
Oh boy, that's a question. That's a tough one. Well, being the harmonica player, I like to lean toward Little Walter as my personal idol with the Muddy Waters band. So I like Boom Boom, Out Go the Lights.
Boom Boom, Out Go the Lights.
Yeah, it's a song about shooting people.
Boom,
boom, out
wow. Shooting people.
Yeah, you should buy the record.
That's kind of like the Shotgun Blues almost.
Well, sort of, yeah. It was like the predecessor.
Blues tells the story.
Oh yeah.
Now, what do you carry in this briefcase here?
Oh,
you have some handcuffs.
Well, the blues briefcase.
The blues briefcase.
Well, this is just I carry my harps in here, like this here. Yeah. Marine band.
And you have the shower nozzle.
That hooks right up to any shower. And this is a special blues harmonica mic. And you see this dent?
Here, see if it echoes. But by the way, it's not really good to show this guy playing a harmonica now after we've seen a literal elephant doing it.
Here. Mm-hmm. This dent was when Little Walter actually knocked the guy over the head with this microphone, and then left it in the street when they were chasing it.
These people probably have never been in a fight
friend,
before.
Ernie, who was the bartender,
except
in the
for
club,
George,
picked it up and gave it to me when we were like 9 and 10 years old. So this was Little Walter's mic.
This once belonged to Little Walter.
I carried it here because
and your good luck.
Yeah. And I got my harps in here.
And is there any confidential paper upside down?
Yeah, upside down. A few business cards in here. That's about it. Not much in here. Occasionally a book of matches or a pack of Luckies or something like that.
Or an extra bottle of beer.
Velcro. Got the Velcro and the snaps like that.
You're up with the 90s with the Velcro.
Well, you gotta keep up with the times, even though.
Wow, Velcro is like cutting edge.
Old and what most people think is old.
It's not old. It never dies. It never goes out of style. Could we have a brief rendition of a little hit here?
Of a little tit.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. My baby, woo, by my side. Everything's gonna be alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, if we had an audience, we would have
absolute
a round of applause.
Shit.
You draw a huge audience, George, for your shows. That's terrific. Out here in the park.
That's because on primetime, usually we have more food per minute than any other show on television. Primetime. Primetime is the name of the show.
Wow.
You've seen the show before?
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it. Of
Never seen it.
TV.
You don't have a TV.
Yeah,
it won't fit in the Blues Bromobile.
But you do have cable.
Well, I got this cable.
We have some jumper cables.
Yeah, jumper cables.
This has a long.
I don't. That's got a long. That's got a long cable. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Because sometimes I like to jump out into the audience.
Must have been what being in Vietnam was like.
We've noticed that you tend to jump right out there, and do you always drive the Bluesmobile up to the stage at your engagements and around baseball fields?
When we can, yeah, without chewing up the grass too much or anything.
Bluesmobile won't fit in the bar.
Lawn concern troll.
Usually the back door.
For those quick getaways, because it's those nasty fans occasionally.
Sometimes it's usually the club owners. They think they're getting something that they're not getting. But we carry on anyway because we believe in this music.
No way.
It's the mission from God.
Chuddy's much
mission
better.
From God for the sisters and the kids back at the school.
This is absolutely torture.
Buy Rhythm and Blues records every day.
Especially buy the Blues Brothers records. Hey, thanks for being here, guys.
Hey, George.
You're welcome back to the show anytime.
Absolutely, our pleasure.
And can you play us out? Hey, stick around. We'll be back with more of the big program right after this. Yeah.
Man, that interview felt like sometimes on Vegan Patriot stream when she's mad at chat, she'll be like, "All right, fuck you guys, I'm out of here," and I'll be like, "Oh, good, I can end the clip," and then she'll like loop back to something else. Savvy Guy does it too sometimes. He'll wrap up, but then he'll like keep tacking on more and more endings.
Be alright, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck both of those guys.
Hey, I'm Sherman Douglas, and on the court, my responsibility is to set up my teammates. Off the court, I have a responsibility to set a good example for youngsters. Take something as simple as bike safety. It's just not enough to tell kids to wear helmets when they go bike riding. I have to follow my own advice. After all, bike safety is for everyone. Okay, you guys, you ready? Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey,
Oh God,
wait for
opera
me.
guy. That was his nickname, the General. I couldn't remember.
Yes, welcome back to the big program. We're here in beautiful downtown Boston, and
Ooh, in
one
Boston.
important statistic about Boston is that every 12 seconds, somebody has a drink with a Kennedy. But hey, let's head out to Southwick Zoo. More animals with our friend Sarah. Well, you have several turtles here, and why did you choose this guy?
OPC,
I chose
shout
this one
out.
because he has the most personality. He's the
Oh,
one
look
that's
at
most
this
apt to come
guy.
out of his shell and check out what's going on.
And what's his name?
His name is George.
Well,
OPC Don would see George and be like, "This is the turtle that will get Grace to spread her legs."
again, the guy with the most personality. Someday, is he going to have his own show?
It's very possible. Yeah, he's working on
What
it
a
right
haircut,
now. We'll
by the
speak with
way.
his agent.
Oh, he has an agent already. He's one step up on most other TV wannabes.
There you go. This is an eastern box turtle.
An eastern box turtle. And where is he from? Where can we find him?
You could probably find him in your backyard if you looked long and hard enough. He's
Really?
actually considered a tortoise because he doesn't spend a lot of time in water. He's got this high domed shell and he's pretty heavy and clunky, and he doesn't float real well or swim real well. He doesn't have webs in between his claws, which some of the water turtles have. So he's
Is
actually
that the
considered...
difference between a tortoise and a turtle?
Mm-hmm. He won't get to be as big as the tortoises that we have here. Like, he won't get to be like a Galapagos tortoise about...
I swear to God, didn't I have this exact same conversation with the worker at the zoo one time about telling me the difference between the turtle and the tortoise while I was looking at the giant tortoise?
Galapagos tortoise.
No, the big ones are about 8 feet
You
long.
can't get
They're
anything
huge.
past this guy,
That one was
man.
in Jurassic Park, too.
Was it? I think I missed the tortoise part. But,
That was when you went for popcorn.
that must have been it.
Oh,
let's
did you see
He
George?
eats fruits, vegetables, things like that. The neat thing about a box turtle is that on his plastron, there's a
That reminded me of when Savvy Guy, remember when that lady waved at him or whatever, and he immediately started like just beaming like happiness.
bottom part of his shell.
Plastron.
Carapace is the top.
Carapace?
Plastron is the bottom.
Plastron is the bottom.
And he's got a hinge right across the middle of it, so he can not
Now,
only
is he
stick
a
his head and his
teenager?
feet and his tail
Is he
into
a
the shell, but he
mutant?
can also close himself up, which is where he earns the name box turtle. A lot of turtles can just stick their feet and their head and their tail in, but they can't do anything about closing the shell.
So he'll be totally secured and alarmed.
Yep, totally secured. He looks just like a stone, and it's very hard to move it back out because they got pretty strong muscles. So they're under special consideration, quote unquote, in Massachusetts, and that's because there are a lot less of them than there used to be. It's now illegal.
What does special consideration mean?
Well, it means that if they keep going the way that they're going with their environment being depleted, you know,
Oh,
people
George
building
won't like
houses
this kinda
and
talk.
encroaching upon their territory, and people taking them home and they die because they're not in their natural environment. Their eggs are being eaten by cats and dogs and foxes and things.
I saw
They'll
Ava in
eventually
the
become endangered
Jedi
if they're
chat
not helped
last
out
night.
now. So it's illegal to take them home and keep them as pets. It's important for people to know. A lot of little kids will come home with their box turtles. Look, Mom, look what I caught. But send them back. Put them back where you found them. They need to stay in the wild so that their numbers can come up again.
Rejuvenate.
Yeah.
Yes, more wonderful animals at Southwick Zoo, and when we return, another big hit by the fabulous Blues Brothers, and we're here at the State House, and as I can see, free guided tours. There is something free
Here
in
comes
Boston.
the
Stick
aftershock
around.
after the big earthquake.
Hello. Research indicates we Americans create too much garbage. So I have spent years developing worms that eat garbage at an astonishing rate. Some eat more than others.
There's an easier way to save the world. Recycle. To find out more, dial 1-800-CALL-ED.
I'm surprised George kept this one in there with how he feels about recycling.
Yes, welcome back to the big program, and they're back. And here's a pointer to all you kids just beginning in show business. And if you are beginning, take it from me, a little bit of advice, and stop right now. Yeah, here are the Blues Brothers. If you don't believe me, just watch them. The Blues Brothers, country band, well, stand by your man. We'll wait and see.
I really liked the movie theater guy.
Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man. He'll have good times, and you'll have bad times.
Shame on all these people.
That you don't understand.
Look at their Blues Brothers car.
But if you love him, you'll forgive him.
Oh my God.
Even though it's hard to understand.
What am I doing with my life?
Tell him you love him and proud of him. 'Cause after all, he's just a man.
I think I would stand up and I would say, look, even free entertainment should adhere to some minimum standard.
Stand by your man. Give him 2 arms to cling to and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely.
Oh my God.
Stand by your man and tell the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Stand by your
These are talentless fucks? Wow, what a statement.
arms to cling to and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely.
See, to all the people out there who say that I like everything or whatever, that I don't have any, I like anything that's bad, like, no, that's definitely not true. Like, this is, there's good bad, and then there's just like bad. I don't mind watching it once, but like, I would never, like, any future revisits of this episode, I would skip through it for sure. Whereas some of the other boring stuff, I would probably just go ahead and rewatch.
Tell the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can, baby. Stand by your man.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Hell, I'm sorry I had to see that. But apparently there is a God. We're out of time. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, George. Oh boy, well, I feel like I need one of those campfires, bonfires from Dark Souls. Oh my God. Threw a beer at him. That was stressful for me. That was a tough one. There's their car. Oh boy. I don't see their names, ATF Media. There was a phone number, but I mean, I doubt it's still. Ooh, a parrot. I bet it's still not connected. I got distracted by a bird. Let's just hope for no more Blues Brothers. Please, I'll even take Polka Lady. We made it, guys. We made it through the Blues Brothers episode. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Okay, Primetime 58, Southwick Zoo, Demolition Man. I'm sorry, guys. I jinxed us. Not only do we get Polka Lady like I asked for, but the Blues Brothers are back. Polka Lady and Blues Brothers and Springfield Bus. All right. We're in this together. I better go get the elephant trunk. I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm George Dorunda, reminding you to join me the next time on Primetime, when we're going to have more glitz than is legally allowed by law anywhere in this country.
Yeah, but they make me pull permits for this everywhere I go, George.
That special smile.
Did you teach him that?
Yeah, I did.
Let's go. No, we are not. We skip nothing. We skip nothing. We're not going to get to the end of this and then have somebody say, "Oh, well, they skipped over the Blues Brothers, so they haven't." We're going to see the entire run in its entirety of Primetime.
From Springfield Bus Terminal, at last, nothing to unwrap and fry. It's Primetime with George.
So George is making bus content at the same time that the Thorpes are making bus-centric content, of course.
Dorunda. Tonight.
9/11 reference up there, the Goodyear blimp flying through the basketball hoop.
More animals at Southwick Zoo with our good friend Sarah, the Polish Princess Carolyn Lee, plus the fabulous Blues Brothers. So get ready for the most entertaining show on television.
What a great show, though, like overall.
Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Primetime. And let me tell you, what a great show. We've actually planned this one for you because in addition to all of our wonderful guests,
He's given
we're here at Springfield Bus Terminal. Guess what? We're going to be looking at buses for the next half hour. And hey, big news from Holyoke. Right in downtown Holyoke today, Fred Chiquette walked out of his house.
Springfield Lumber.
Saw his shadow, and you all know what this means. 6 more weeks of Chinese food. But hey, let's move out to Southwick Zoo. We'll get the big show underway.
I saw that.
It's
That was
our
really
good
cool.
friend Sarah and her parrot and some ferrets. Hey, all sorts of animals.
Well, Sarah,
More
welcome
parrots?
to Primetime. And who do
Oh,
we,
here we go.
have here squawking around?
Thank you. This is Chico. Chico is a Mexican redhead. He's got quite
Mexican
a lot of personality,
redhead.
actually. He's endangered. He's from Mexico rainforest. There aren't a lot of him left.
Well, he was talking earlier.
Yeah, he says hello. That's about all he says.
Well, it's better than saying goodbye.
He's had a green screen for a while, remember? He's had it for quite a while because he and Mark used it. You remember on the episode where we got to pick everything that happened? We got to pick the backdrop that they put in, and then he was out in front of the snow. But he's really picking up steam with it, though. He's learning more tricks. When people watch my show, they'll make a reference to the move from 360p up to 720p.
This is true. This is very true. I don't know if we can get him to say it again. He might be a little too nervous now. Chico, hello. Hello. Usually, if we go on with our conversation, he'll interject.
And he'll just interject something.
Yep.
So he is endangered, and how did you acquire him here at the zoo?
Well, and Junk, it's also the tag team name for Pat Tanaka and former drug addict Paul Diamond in Memphis, too, at the time we're watching.
Zoos just trade different animals back and forth with other zoos, and I
Boston
assume
Brunette.
that's how they got him. Yeah.
And of course, when you want him to talk, he won't talk. Does he bite?
Every once in a while he'll bite me. Right now he's very interested in stealing my jewelry.
Oh,
Maybe I should train him.
Kind of a kleptomaniac
Can we
pickpocket.
deport this bird, please?
Yeah, just like that.
We
He
don't
likes
need
my
a
other one
criminal
better, though,
bird
on
in
my
our
gloved hand.
country
Too bad.
taking
So do you have
good
to wear a
bird
glove with him?
jobs.
Just because his claws scratch a lot if he stands on your bare skin. My arms are all scratched up here from working with all the different animals. He just has really long, sharp claws, so it protects me at least
You
a
quit
little
drinking?
bit.
That's good to hear.
Comes with the job.
And does he see
What's
in
up,
color or
Radio
black and
Foreman?
white?
He sees in color. Birds mostly see in color, especially those of whom have to eat different fruits and vegetables. They're very good at sight, actually.
Very good at sight.
They don't have a lot of room in their brain, but they've got lots of muscles for their eyes. Say hello! Hello!
Hello, I want some food.
She really likes this
There
bird.
it is. He stole the top off the
Oh,
microphone.
she's having a great time.
Here, test. He makes great arcade sounds. Like a pinball machine or
He
something.
makes arcade sounds.
Yeah, the you just
Now,
heard.
how do they learn their sounds?
They don't understand what they're saying. That's important for people to know. They just,
I like how George is holding the microphone to the bird.
if you work with them for a while and make the same sound, sometimes we have the green bird over here makes a great
Very
telephone
good at
sound,
looking.
and that's probably because for a couple of years his cage was right by a telephone. Every time the telephone rang, he picked up that sound. So they mimic. They're very good mimickers, and they especially like to mimic the things that you don't want them to say, but they have a special knack for that.
So you have to watch your language.
Yeah, exactly. You just, they don't understand what they're saying. It's just that it's been repeated to them back and forth so many times that they just pick it up as a sound.
So here we have Mr. and Mrs. Ferret.
Yep, we have Tubbs and we have Azrael. They're both European ferrets.
Okay, so let's get into it. It continues, right? We've now got another set of albino animals at this zoo. I forget what the name, McCafferty Zoo, whatever this zoo is called. South Lake View Zoo. Anyway, this is yet another. This is the third, right? The third set of albino animals.
Okay, European ferrets, and they're very. Do they make good pets here?
They're illegal in Massachusetts,
Oh, no,
actually.
another
I know
echo.
they're legal in Rhode Island and
Did it go away?
Various number of other states. I'm not sure exactly. California is another legal state. They can be good pets. Sometimes they'll bond to one member of the family or just a few members of the family. If you introduce a new pet or a new baby into the family, they will be very jealous and very territorial and protective, and a lot of situations can arise from that. They have very long, sharp teeth and claws, and they're very adept at hunting, so...
So they can get quite violent.
Yes.
Are they nocturnal creatures? I noticed they seem to be groggy during the day.
They're more crepuscular, which is active, early in the day and in the evening. They sleep during...
That's
the
actually
afternoon
people
hours.
donating
So
on
basically we've disturbed
ManyVid's
their naps.
version of this
Oh,
live
basically.
stream to
That's
disrupt
okay. I think
the
they'll forgive
YouTube
me,
stream.
maybe.
Well, hey, it's only to be.
It's like
appear on prime
$1.99
time.
to
It's true, now
for
he
like
can be
5
famous.
seconds of echo.
As everyone calls him, oh, I saw him in Kindergarten Cop.
Have these made any appearances in movies? Is there much call for ferrets?
Actually, in Kindergarten Cop, Arnold Schwarzenegger appeared with a ferret, much like this one, who ended up saving everyone at the end. So we we do have that reference. He's a pseudo-famous ferret. It's not the same one, obviously, but one that looks a lot like him.
He's a hero.
He's a hero.
He
yeah.
is a hero.
Why are they so active now?
They're good climbers, and they just want to check out their surroundings and see what's going on. Say, this looks fun. She looks like a great climbing post, right?
And do you feed them often?
Yep, we feed them cat food, dried cat food every day. They also like bananas and hard-boiled eggs, and every once in a while we feed them wet cat food as well.
They don't have a cholesterol problem from the eggs, right?
Yeah, I hope not.
Cholesterol.
In the wild, they'd eat rabbits. They're really adept.
For those of you who aren't up on all the deep primetime lore, George does not believe that cholesterol is real at this point in his life.
At rabbit hunting, they're called slinkies of the animal kingdom.
We have rabbits right inside here.
Yes, we do, but these guys are so domesticated that they don't go near the ferrets. We don't put them in the same cage together or anything, and they have their cat food.
It's one big happy family.
It's one big happy family, that's right. So they bend a lot, and in the wild they go into burrows so they can bend in half. They have lots of little backbones.
You could fold them up and mail them somewhere.
There you go. Right? Could be like a telegram or something. Their whiskers tell them.
Well,
their whiskers
time to end the
bend against
interview.
the side of their body. They know that they can't go into the burrow any farther than they are already, or they'll get stuck. So their whiskers are as wide as the widest point of their body.
Oh, so that's how they measure the width of where they're going.
Yep, that's exactly how they do it. That's why you never see a stuck ferret.
How about that? More wonderful animals at Southwick Zoo. Hey, animals at the zoo, buses. This is about as good as television gets in this country. And have you seen that new Stallone movie?
Damn it, with the
Demolition
bus
Man?
station
One thing about
content.
those Stallone movies, action, 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 plenty of action. Let's roll a little bit of that action.
Clips from Demolition Man? This is kind of bold from George. I don't have my thing on here. Oh no. I don't have my copyright.
See what I mean? Hey, we'll be back with more action, but it won't be from Stallone. It'll be
I don't
from
have
the
my
Polish
disclaimer.
Princess. Stick around.
What are you doing this weekend that's so important you can't take a little time to test your home for radon?
Demolition
After
Man
all,
is
it is
awesome.
the second leading cause of lung cancer, and a radon test kit is inexpensive. You could pick one up on your way to get a few things for the yard.
What was his character's name?
Without the men and women of the National
He has a great
Guard and
name.
Reserve, 44% of our nation's defense just wouldn't be there. So be a hero. Give your employees the freedom to protect ours.
Welcome back to the big program, and my next guest makes Stallone look like, well, Stallone. Hey, do we have time? Let's roll a little more of that.
Oh my God, George.
Okay, now what?
Buckle up.
I'm gonna try. There
You
we go.
get more than your money's worth of action when you see a Stallone movie. Hey, it's a pleasure to welcome back to primetime the Princess of Glitz, the Polish princess, Carolyn Lee.
Yes, Carolyn, welcome back to the program, and we're here at the home office of Royalty Productions. You know, we were just in the area. We were up at Southwick's Zoo. We were spending the day up there.
Yeah.
In the neighborhood. We thought we'd stop
Yeah.
by for a visit.
You came to see another animal? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. No, actually, you're a legend all over these parts.
All over these
I want
parts.
to ask why, but I know I'm going to be sorry, but go ahead. Why?
We were talking with Jesse Deacon, who is the promotions manager.
Didn't somebody say that he hooked up with her later in life?
At Southwick Zoo. And usually most people have to describe you to them. So I said, it's the female Liberace. He says, the Polish princess. He knew you.
Good. Hey, that's good. I
So
think.
word is spreading.
Was he smiling when he said it, though?
Yes, he
He
was.
didn't have fire in his eyes or anything, you know, that type of thing. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. All these sequins and rhinestones are all paying off, aren't they?
So yeah, I guess.
Gee, last time you caught me, you came by, remember, dropped in by surprise? I was in this outfit. I was going
You're
to a
heading to a
cookout.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Where are you heading now?
Actually, nowhere. I was just doing an interview. A media interview.
Another media interview. Yeah,
Newspaper.
The media is pounding down your door.
Isn't it wonderful, huh? You know, Liberace used to say, good or bad, any publicity
As
is
long
good
as they're spelling the
publicity.
name right.
As long as the name is spelled right, that's what I said. But you know, it's always fun
Oh,
to have
wow,
you here.
Anand.
So speaking of
I thought there was
Liberace, I
something
understand
about him.
You're on the warpath, so to speak.
I have a new project. I know you'll find this hard to believe. But
No, another new project for the princess?
yeah, in the process of getting signatures, I want a Liberace stamp released. I have approximately 2,000 signatures already.
Oh, wow.
And group leaders take them and bring them back with, I'd like to have the stamp released 10 years after his passing. Would be in, I can't do this right. I believe in 96.
So what are the requirements for a stamp?
Oh, mega
We're dealing with the federal government.
We're dealing
now.
with the government.
Uh-oh, federal
and boy,
government
let
now.
me tell you, it is a unique experience. If you think dealing with me is unique, you ain't seen nothing. No, but right now we're in the process of collecting the signatures. That is number one, and I have a
How
few
many
years
signatures
to do
is it
that.
again?
Well, I've got almost 2,000 now. I'm just going to keep them coming. I mean, where if they ever gave me a hassle and said, well, you're short 55 signatures, I'm just going to say, yeah, is that right? Well, here's another 83,000 names, So we're just collecting them. The more signatures I get, the faster we can get it released and the less bureaucracy, et cetera, et cetera. And then after they hire an artist, and we'll probably have a contest of what Liberace's picture should be
And of
on
course,
the
one of
stamp.
the entrants in the contest will be the picture of you with Liberace.
Well, no, I never thought of that. But no, it won't do that. We want it to be his stamp. When I die and I'm famous. But that's your... Hey, maybe if you're still around, do that for
Then
me.
I'll
Will
be
you,
collecting for the...
Maybe that's where they
do that
connected
for me?
right
Will
here.
you, George, if you're around? So anyway, no, we're just going to have him on it. And this is something I want. He's always there, it seems, with me. I have so many pleasant memories, and every so often when I get down or something, I look at his picture or remember some of the things he said to me. Because show business is a very difficult life, and I'm not talking about playing in an orchestra every week. And, this is really...
performing, actually performing.
You really have to want this because it's a roller coaster.
It's more than just playing in a polka band.
Oh, it's not that. It's not that. As you were setting up here a little while ago, you heard the phones ringing, and
you just sold 4 more buses.
I know. We just sold 200 people in a matter of 5
Yeah,
minutes.
I kind of
and that's
hexed
the
us
next April
by
show in
bringing her
Edison,
up.
New Jersey. So another 4 buses, and
Simulation
we are sold out.
bullshit.
And here it is.
So
just
get
fall.
get your tickets early.
Oh, it's get your tickets early. Yeah, bring those buses in.
What a sex pot.
Bring the kids, bring the
Bring
family.
anybody. And this is a family show. So you can bring,
Do you have balloons?
We do at some shows, yes. Like our Valentine's theme shows always have balloons. And Mother's Day, we have a special Mother's Day show next year. We'll have carnations for the mothers. And
Do you think you'll ever be doing any of those stadium shows?
I don't know. I have to handle this one thing at a time. I'm very intrigued with Vegas, which I love. I've been there 3 times already performing. And Carnegie Hall, 4 years.
What if Rich got a hold of her?
I don't know. I'm open to anything, so just keep the buses coming.
You sing, you dance. You're like
I do everything.
You're like the Polish Madonna.
Well, she makes a little bit more money than I do, But my costumes are definitely not like hers. This is a family show, folks.
Yes.
well, we have costumes here. This is another edition.
This is another project I have. We've just released the Carolyn Lee doll collection.
It's a commemorative doll.
Why?
It's a commemorative doll. This is a 1993 edition, and it's the one with my Carnegie Hall costume. They are all autographed. They are all numbered. There's a limited edition on them. We've already started selling them. They're only for 1993. Notice the rings on the fingers. See, just like me.
Mm-hmm.
And the
man.
bracelets.
That one must be the Liberace ring, right?
Yeah, you see that one? Yeah. And the diamond earrings. And, of course, we have even the shoes.
No.
We left no stone unturned.
No, I don't know who that Asian guy was. Hopefully it's not echoing.
You didn't spare any expense here.
Did not, and this is the Carolyn Lee doll collection.
Rhinestones and...
Yeah, and I'll tell you that we will have a new one out every year. Next year, we're going to have my New York outfit out, the short set with the tails. That's already being designed. And I have designed the dolls. I have, and the doll really looks like...
It just looks like
me.
junk
It's
to me.
very,
It looks
very
really
close in
junky.
appearance, if you notice.
How many other people... Put the face right up there.
See?
Yeah, I was watching an episode of Dark Side of the Ring, and a bootleg one, and right when the episode ended, the video swapped to like as if you were looking through an Asian man's webcam at him. No, it wasn't Onita.
He's got that smile on. She doesn't talk. I'm working on that. We need a talking.
One of those like they used to have with the pull strings.
Yeah, that's right.
And it can laugh just like Carolyn.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I have that laugh that sort of, But I thought this was really
your laugh
cute.
that follows you wherever you go.
It follows me. Yeah, it's like my reputation, I guess, precedes me. But I thought this was really cute. I think it came out very nice.
How many other performers have dolls out?
I don't know. Steve Urkel did, and I have one of them.
Yeah, I documented it, but it's in the members only section. It's just like a little 30-second short of it.
My goodness, like somebody else I know, right?
The only thing we haven't experienced with you is probably an earthquake.
Oh my gosh, don't even talk about that. I get very nervous.
Don't go to
Very
California.
nervous.
I'd probably say,
Don't talk about that, George. I get very nervous.
Everybody would be in a turmoil, and I'd be
You
just
think
like,
the band's playing a little.
yeah, I'd be, in another world, But anyway, so this is another project. So since I've seen you, there are a few new things happening.
Junk project.
Always something new and inviting here in the life of Carolyn Lee, the Polish princess.
Do you think it is? That I wondered.
Where they can order cassettes, dolls, anything. We now take MasterCard and Visa.
Whatever happened to Baby
Even dial
Jane?
up the toll-free number.
You're not wrong.
Toll-free number for anything you want, folks. If you
Wow.
want my mail order catalog information.
Anything you
or
want.
my
Anything?
performance schedule for wherever I
You
might
can
be.
get the mailing list is free. You just get put on the mailing list.
You get put on the mailing list. There's no charge even for the phone call.
And it's easy to remember. 1-800-242-SHOW.
There you go. 1-800-242-SHOW. Very simple. Only took me 3 years to get that number.
So we're just about out of time here, and do you think you could? It worked so well the last time you were on. We were at your home. Could you play us into this station break here?
Oh, sure. We'll give you some nice sign-off. I think we'll dedicate this one. We were talking about Liberace. And I wrote a song for Liberace.
Did you see her Liberace sex doll over on the side?
Smile. And I know you're a cameraman, Doug. Would you like to hold
That's one of his.
Carolyn Lee?
Well, we wouldn't want you to. We wouldn't want you to injure Carolyn.
So I think we'll dedicate this to Doug because that's one of his favorite songs.
Oh, to Doug.
This one's for you, Doug. Stick around. We'll be back with more primetime wackiness right after this.
Man, whatever else, she can certainly play. Hurricane Paro taking over the internet with OPC's help.
Tony had some drinks, a few joints, and got into a fatal accident tonight. Only he doesn't know it yet.
You never know. Maybe Carolyn Lee had that diamond to your
Forget how
kitty.
risky sex can be. You could catch the AIDS virus and not know it for months, even years.
Paro to me is one of the best, I guess you'd like unaffiliated, like outlaws of the territory that you could bring in on a panel.
He protects all living things in the forest.
Some drinks and a few joints. Are you talking about methadone?
Please don't play with matches. Put out your campfires. I never ever forget the words of Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Contractor, there you hired gunslinger.
Yes,
welcome back to the big program. And hey, our very own Doug Locke, conspicuous tonight
Oh, no.
by his absence here on the big program.
Oh, good.
You know, sometimes he whines on and on and on about how he's overworked, how hard he works here. He needs a break from the big
Oh,
show.
the DUI.
Let's just take a look behind the scenes and see how hard Doug really works.
I'd be throwing garbage in the ring. All right, see you later, Jake. Thanks for coming by, man. This is just a glaze reel. What is wrong with George? What's going on here? Is he trying to get him over as a baby face now? Come on. How weird.
Let's see. Drinking a little soda. Relaxing, sleeping on the beach. That's way too much work for me to handle. But my next guests on the big program know all about hard work. Yes, here they are. They've been with us before. And they're going to perform a hit from their recent album.
No.
There it is,
Oh,
Blues.
no.
It's the Blues Brothers.
Oh, we ain't doing that one, are we? This is gonna be that almost thing.
I feel like this is kind of mirroring my recent experiences with the Thorpes, where like I really want to watch, but like I'm hoping that we come out on the other side of whatever's going on right now.
Here's a song where I want you to help us out and sing along.
Life is pain. Salute to a life of hell.
Almost, I got everything I need. Almost, but I don't got you. And you're the thing I need.
Oh no. What the fuck, man? Like, oh my god.
My brother Jake, ladies and gentlemen. Cutting across the generational lines as good as the next man, I think. We're going to head on down the road in the Bluesmobile very shortly. Once again, thank you all. Buy all the R&B records you can get your hands on. Hey, Mr. Cameraman. Hey, Mr. Cameraman. Hey. Come on. Everything I need, almost. I got everything.
Oh my god.
I got everything I need, almost, but I don't got you. And you're the thing I need the most. I got a call down a drive, cause I got lots of dough. People recognize me wherever I go. I got everything I need. Almost, I got everything I need, almost, but I don't got you. And you're the thing I need. Now we play that harmonica for me.
Hey, Steve and David, have you seen, I hope I'm not echoing, have you seen the whatever clip where Andrew can't open the jar of pickles? Typical entertainers crowd. I was dying at that clip. Amazing. Man, this guy sucks.
Almost I got everything I need. Almost I got everything I need. But I don't got you. You're the thing I need the most.
Yes, always a pleasure, the fabulous Blues Brothers. And what? We're done? Hey, I'm happy you were able to spend some time with us tonight. Good night, everybody.
Okay, there we go. All right. The Fabulous Radiators. Who was that? Hey, ATF Media. There you go, buddy. What? Wow, what a couple of lol cows. Clip provided by Warner Brothers. Wow. Oh, I must have missed it, ATF. Was that Jeannie was sung?
Hey, I'm Sherman Douglas.
Sorry, Sherm. Chet Dragon, Electric Car, Fantasy Park. Oh my god, I don't remember that one. Or maybe I do, I'm just forgetting it, but I don't think I remember that one.
You'll find a nice fresh grape. It's prime time with George Dorunda. Tonight, Polka Hall of Famer Chet Dragon and the Chet Dragon Band, plus a look at the new and innovative electric car from Chrysler. So get
Oh
ready
shit.
for the most
OG
entertaining show
EVs.
on television. Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Primetime. And I believe right here tonight, we have a blockbuster television show for you, the home viewers. And you know, the test of a true star is, well, I guess someone who dominates throughout the test of time. And my first guest qualifies
Wow.
for that. Yes, he's recently been inducted into the Polka Hall of Fame. It's a pleasure to welcome back to Primetime my good friend, Chet Dragon. Well, Chet, welcome back to the big program.
Oh, thank you.
And
Oh man, this is
we're here
great.
at your home in Worthington.
Yes, there is such a place.
There is such a place.
Yes.
I understand Worthington International Airport has expanded.
Yes, we have 5 airplanes there now. Not 2 or 3, but 5.
So
Well,
you're
they all look
almost
like junk.
doubled your capacity.
That's right. We still have the Worthington Mini Mall.
The Worthington Mini Mall, we did that way back in our first season.
Yeah, that's quite a while ago. Brad and Judy Fisk still run the store.
And you go down there every day and help them out?
Well, no, not to that extent. I just go down, get the mail, have a cup of coffee.
That's right, because it's the post office, mall,
and the gathering place.
Wasn't Chet Dragon the very first
Don't
guest?
push their luck.
Okay.
If I remember right.
And I understand you're now in the Polka Hall of Fame. Your dream has come true.
It's true. You know, when I started to play the trumpet, I hate to even mention this, 55 years ago, I never expected any award other than...
And how old were you 55 years ago?
Oh dear, let's see. I think I was 14. I think I was 14 when I started to play.
14 when you first started playing
the trumpet, yeah. And then, of course, I started off with a country western band. I was in high school, and we used to play. In fact, John Bareska, our accordion player.
You played in a country and western band?
Well, after a while, I'm ahead of myself. We played in the high school band, and we used to put polka endings on all the marches. And we had a woman. Well, she was a very attractive young lady who used to be the director of the band. And once in a while, she
looks
would
is
get
the
mad at
only
us. She
thing
would
that
tap
matters.
John on the head with her bow, and she'd tap me on the head. She says, "Now, boys, this is not a polka band. This is a high school, and we're playing marches, Sousa marches. You're not supposed to put those endings on." And we would forget. We would polka endings on, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm sure she was thrilled with you.
Yeah, not too much. And then there was a country western band called the Tumbling Tumbleweeds. There's a fellow by the name of Angelo Basil. They used to call him Jack Basil and his Tumbling Tumbleweeds. Well, one of his performers got sick, and so they heard about this kid on the block who played trumpet, which was me. So he came down to the house, and that was my biggest thrill. I got $2.50 for playing those 4 hours. I was thrilled.
That's what, 75 cents an hour?
Well, whatever it is.
Just about 65 cents. Hey, it's.
But you know, bread was 10 cents a loaf.
It was all relative.
Yes,
to
that's true.
Those
that's
days.
true.
Now, how did the trumpet fit in with country and western
How'd the
music?
trumpet fit in?
Well, I don't know. We played all country western. We still played polkas though, because the accordion player was Freddie Kachowski. He's still in the business.
Oh, yes,
of course, yeah, Freddie.
Who doesn't know Freddie Kachowski?
Right.
The world knows Freddie Kachowski. Incidentally, he's going on the cruise with us come January.
What happened to John?
Well, John is there too. But Fred and his wife are going. John and his wife are going.
You're taking the whole crew on the cruise.
Yeah, after all, it's a lot of fun. The only thing is, you gain weight on those cruises. Of course, you don't have to.
Well, you've played enough cruises.
Well, that's true.
Career.
I think we've been on 10 cruises in my life, which is kind of nice.
But getting back to
wow, what a rub it in on the cruise list.
When I left
it's easy to get sidetracked here.
I joined a polka band after a while, and then I was drafted into the Army. And you know, when I was in the Army at first, they needed a bugler, so I used to play all the taps, and I used to get up 5 o'clock in the morning, play the taps, and then get back to bed. And it was really good. And then I went to England. I was still a bugler. However, the war was getting pretty, let's see, how do I want to phrase this? We were getting our blocks knocked off in the war, so they...
Wow, rocks knocked off.
Because my eyes aren't the best, you know. So
we're getting our rocks knocked off by being denied Jeannie was sung.
And all of a sudden, we got the call that they're going to give us 6 weeks of intensive training, infantry training, and we're going to infantry. And we laughed because we knew that wouldn't happen, but it did happen. Anyway, I went into Germany, and I was wounded.
So you had to hit people with your trumpet. You were wounded.
Yeah, I was wounded. I got a pension, a little slight pension from the government. I had 2 machine gun bullets go through my leg.
And when you got back from the service?
I started off where we left off. I've been very fortunate. I played with bands like Ray Henry, Walt Solek, who else?
Jeff
I went
Janik.
to with Jimmy Sturr. His band couldn't make it. One of the guys in the band couldn't make it, so I went with Jimmy Sturr.
So you've worked with all of the greats, and then you formed your own band.
I think once I played with somebody by the name of George Dorunda and the Entertainers. Have you heard of them?
Yeah, I don't know who those guys are, the Entertainers.
Well, I've heard
some guys from Chicopee, right?
Yes, and I'm very happy that I know you and the Entertainers because you've helped our band out a lot when one of the guys was sick or couldn't make it or on vacation.
This is how I feel when Vinny Slugga gives me a shout out.
So getting back to your story.
But I'll tell you, getting back to the Polka Hall of Fame is really something. I tell you, I never expected to be inducted into the Polka Hall of Fame.
Now, there are several categories.
Yes, there's there's a deceased category. Fortunately, I didn't fall into that category. And there's
that's something to look forward to.
Deceased
There's
category.
a pioneer category, which I fell into because I've been in the business so long. A lot of the new people around, a lot of the new disc jockeys don't know me, you know, so they have a special category, and then they have the regular category for guys that are fairly current and guys that are, you know, still producing records.
So you're in the pioneer category.
Yeah, which is still in the Polka Hall of Fame.
And what happened? How did they notify you for this?
Well, we were in bed one night, well, which is not unusual, of course.
Wow.
Most people are in bed.
Bragging
Yeah.
again.
And we got this phone call, and Mary Lou answered the phone, and he says, "Is this the home of the
Mary
great
Lou
jockeys,
reference.
Chet Dragon and Mary Lou?" Mary Lou's thought it was you or somebody fooling around. She says, "Yes, this is us." He says, "Could I talk to the great one?" And so Mary Lou said yes, and she whispered to me, "Somebody's playing a joke on you. You better watch it." So I answered the phone. I says, "Hi." And the guy says, "Hi." I says, "How are you?" He says, "Fine, how are you?" He says, "Aren't you going to ask
Women lying again.
who this is?" I said, "Well, I figured if I talked to you long enough, I would realize who you are." But I said, "Okay, I'll ask. Who is this?" He says, "This is Leon Kozicki, and I'm calling from Chicago to let you know that you've just been inducted into the Hall of Fame, Polka Hall of Fame." And I'll tell you, I was just dumbfounded.
Hey, Bob Brown.
I wouldn't have fooled around like that. I thought it was somebody, just fooling around. And
But what time did this call come in?
about 10:30 at night. Of course, it's 9:30 there. We had just gone to bed.
Good thing they weren't calling somebody in Poland.
Yeah, well, there's 8 hours difference in Poland. But anyway, they sent us they sent us a stipend to get there, and then they not fitted us with a room, but they gave us a nice room. And
Oh, wow.
everything
Oop,
was
Mary
first
Lou,
class.
what
I
up?
tell you, it's a very prestigious affair. In fact, any polka fan that's really a polka
What a
fan
tease.
should at least one time or other visit Chicago when they're having their banquet, which is the first week of August
Now,
every
what is
year.
the Polka Hall of Fame like?
Well, it's a building that they use for their dances downstairs, and upstairs it's all there's memorabilia from like Joe Lazar, for instance, in our area, and different band leaders throughout the country.
Bob
there.
Lazar.
They all have their gold records?
Yeah,
Or...
and then the plaque that I received, they duplicate that into the Polka Hall of Fame. They have the glassed enclosures, and each year they have these plaques like I received, and they put them into this Hall of Fame. I'm really thrilled. I'll tell you, I was really impressed. I was dumbfounded when I was up there to give. I had a speech prepared. I tell you, I was so impressed, and I was so emotional. I had tears in my eyes, and I couldn't read what I had written, so I had to mostly ad-lib it. Poor Mary Lou, she was sitting there. She says, "That's not the speech that he was going to."
But isn't it better when you ad-lib?
Yes,
Women.
It is.
Can't even
It's
give the
very
guy
nice.
his
They're
moment
all
in the
nice
sun.
people. And did you know now that when I received mail from the International Polka Association, it says the Honorable Chet Dragon? I was impressed.
That's the difference being in the Hall of Fame makes, right?
I know, but it is a big thrill, and I think everybody, as I mentioned earlier, everybody that's a great polka fan should visit Chicago at one time, and in fact go into the Polka Hall of Fame.
So it's something you've been looking forward to for a number of years.
Yes, I have, but I never expected to
Mhm.
be inducted into
Really
the
get your
Polka
dick
Hall of
wet
Fame,
at
and
the
I-
Polka
I'm just
Hall of Fame
completely thrilled.
ceremony.
Now, rumor has it that you are retiring this year.
Yes.
Not from the radio show, but
No.
with the band.
Yeah, New Year's Eve will be my last job. I'll be 70 years old in January, and if somebody.
So what? Some people start at 70.
Well, yeah, I suppose. But if somebody needs a beat-up trumpet player to fill in sometimes, if somebody's sick, I'll be glad. I won't.
Beat-up trumpet.
Well, that's me, But what I'm saying is that I'll still be playing. I'll go to Monday nights at the rehearsals over there at the Heritage Band that we have every Monday night. They rehearse polkas and they rehearse the big band things.
But you want to take it easy. You don't want to feel obligated.
Yeah, exactly. And if I feel like playing, I'll choose my jobs. That doesn't sound too good, does it?
Sure it does. But when you've reached the stature of Polka Hall of Fame...
No, but I mean after all these years.
After all these years, you want to take it easy.
Sure.
Plus, he's got Mary Lou at home.
Sure, my kids grew up and they've never seen me on weekends. Because remember,
Well, that's the life
Polka
of a
box
musician.
of
yeah,
fame.
That's true.
You were always traveling out in Pennsylvania or New York or Vermont.
Of course, when we go on the cruise, Mary Lou comes with me, but around here, poor Mary Lou has to stay home. And
So you can do nothing but cruises, right?
yeah, I'll do cruises. I'll do. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but maybe for a special occasion we can put the band together or something.
But nothing on any...
Already pulling a Terry Funk and unretiring.
Oh, I'm sure she would try getting out once in a while, especially going on those cruises.
Yeah, she likes the cruises. Well, everybody likes the cruise. And next time our drummer can't make it, of course you play keyboard and you play drums. Maybe you'll help us out on the cruise. The only thing is, I tell you, you're gonna gain about 5 or 6 pounds. They whine you and die.
5 or 6
The
pounds
rolling
on your
pin,
body
that's
size?
brutal.
Well, mine too. You know?
That's a small percentage.
By the way, this is something that I received from the Polka
Hey,
Hall of
Randy.
Fame, this tie tack. It's got a little diamond in it, and it says Chet Dragon inducted in 1993, which is kind of nice.
So they gave you all
Oh,
sorts
wow.
of things.
Yeah, they
That'd
were
be a
nice.
fun
And
trip.
I tell you, it's a nice group of people. You know, they come from all over. I mean, you know, there's Chicago-style polkas, there's Eastern-style polkas, but at the International Polka Association, makes no difference. Makes no difference. Everybody is, you know, it's we all like to hear each other's bands, and they. By the way, those banquets, that is some banquet. I mean, they put their best foot
What a
forward,
banquet.
and they must have about 20 bands. It's a 3 or 4 day affair.
So it's like a mini polka festival.
It's a mini polka festival, yeah. And all the big boys are there. Eddie Blazonczyk and all. You just.
Oh, you can't get any bigger than that.
Well,
in more ways than one.
I say nothing.
I said.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So basically, that's my life, George.
Your whole life, and we did it in about 12 minutes.
Boy, some life. No, it was a lot involved, though. I enjoyed playing. I used to play with a real fine big band, Joe Rock. I don't know, you probably never heard of him, but Johnny Dino took
Founded
over.
the
After Joe
GDs.
passed away. Johnny
Wow.
Dino took over the band, and I think it seems to me in talking with Jimmy Sturr that Jimmy Sturr kind of
He patterned
his band after Joe Rock. Yeah, it was a very good band. We had a trumpet player that was
Yeah, the
really
Blues
good. I used to
Brothers
play
were pretty
lead on
rough.
Polish, polkas, and he used to play lead on American. He said that he was with Harry James at one time. He was really
Polka
great.
Stone.
I don't know what I was doing standing next to him, but he thought I was pretty good.
And now, you're in the Polka Hall of Fame, the Pioneer category.
You know it's been a rough series of episodes when Chet Dragon is the highlight.
Yeah.
Like Daniel Boone.
I know, with the hats, with the wagon trains.
Well,
and
get yourself a coonskin cap for up here in Worthington.
Well, that's not too hard to take up here. You know, the winters get kind of rough up here. But, you know, what can I say? I've had a wonderful life. I'm very happy that things turned out as good. I had a wonderful wife. I got wonderful children. I got wonderful friends like you, for instance, George.
And everything is wonderful, right?
Yeah.
Chet, congratulations.
Everything's wonderful.
And
Thank you
thanks
very
for
much.
appearing on the program. Best of luck to you.
It's been my
in
pleasure.
Your semi-retirement. And hey, stick around. We'll be back with more of the big program right after this. Polka Pioneer.
Is he doing real estate ads now?
I never saw anybody.
There was a video of her dumping water on Doug Locke, but that's it, I think.
Oh yeah, one of a kind. No kidding.
It's been a rough one.
I swear.
This is a rough combo of strains.
Said something. You know? I mean, how could you spoil his fun?
Right. Take the keys, call a cab, take a stand. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Hey, I'm Sherman Douglas, and on the court, my responsibility is to set up my teammates. Off the court, I have responsibility to set a good example for youngsters. Take something as simple as bike safety. It's just not enough to tell kids to wear helmets when they go bike riding. I have to follow my
Yeah, I
own
like the
advice.
setup for that interview.
After all, bike safety is for everyone. Okay, you guys, you
This
ready?
is a timely
Let's
message
go.
for the Thorpes. Bike safety.
Hey, wait for me.
Whoa. Bowling alley content?
Yes, welcome back to Prime Time. And, I was thinking during the break, we have a President's Day. So why don't we have a Vice President's Day? But then again, we do. It's April 1st. Hey, my next guest
Oh,
is a very
George,
powerful
wow.
individual. That is, he works for Northeast Utilities. Hey, let's visit with our friend Charlie and his unique and innovative invention. Well, it's not his invention, but it's some conglomeration between Northeast Utilities and Chrysler. It's the electric caravan.
Here we go, the
Charlie,
electric
welcome to
car.
Prime Time.
Thank
And
you,
you're from
93.
Northeast Utilities?
Yes, Western Mass Electric Company, which is part of Northeast Utilities, yes.
And I see a van here that looks somewhat like mine, only it's the opposite color.
Yes, this is our newest van. We're experimenting with this van. It's all electric.
It's new.
And the beauty
It's
of that is
electric.
it has zero emissions as far as effluent. And what we're going to be doing this is showing the folks here around Western Mass territory what the future is gonna look
Territory,
like.
hell
And
yeah.
Basically, it's an all-electric vehicle, and this van is not available right now, but another 3 or 4 years it will be available, George.
Now, these are just standard car batteries in here right now.
That's correct. That's correct. It's standard car battery.
And its cruising ranges?
Depends how you drive your car, but it's about 70 to 90 miles, maybe 100 miles top. If you're driving on level land during daytime, you don't use any accessories.
Yeah, me
like
too, Ananje.
air conditioning.
Oh, it has air conditioning too.
Yeah, it has. This one is disconnected right now, but it does have air conditioning. This prototype does have air conditioning and a heater here for wintertime. But if you drive on level land, probably your range is going to be around 80, 90 miles. And you can't drive fast with it as a top
He
speed
could
of
be a
about 70
time
miles.
leaper.
But around the city, this is excellent.
That's a lot more than you're supposed to go.
That's correct. You'll never get a speeding ticket with this car.
Absolutely. And eventually they'll get larger batteries.
Yes, as soon as they have a breakthrough in batteries in terms of technology, they might be able to build a super battery that could, you could have a range of 250 to 500 miles. But that's in the future. Right now, the range is around 90 miles tops.
And how long does it take to charge these batteries?
You have to do this overnight. About 8-hour charge. It's a slow trickle charge. And we have arrangement over here, as you can see. You just plug it in here electrically. You plug in the water hose over there to top off the battery level, the fluid level. And overnight, you'll be able to recharge it fully, and you have another 90 to 100 miles range again.
And as we discussed earlier, later, they will get a longer and longer range.
That's in the future. As technology improves, so will the range of this car.
But inside, you can't really tell a difference.
No, it's typical van, and as you can see, it's very accommodating. It's top of the line.
Except there's no muffler, no tailpipe. It's totally quiet.
Like I told you, George, I haven't driven this, but one of our fellows did.
I like that he keeps using his
All you
name.
hear is the fan go on. When you put the key on, the fan goes on. You don't hear any motor roar, no muffler roar, nothing. Don't have to change a muffler.
And oil changes are a thing of the past.
Thing of the past with this vehicle. It's a super vehicle. But it's not available right now, so hopefully the folks don't go out looking at the local Chrysler dealer because it's not available.
Well, Charlie, thanks for being here, and hopefully...
What a neat little piece of history this is.
3 or 4 more years, and you'll be able to drive one of these.
Hey, stick around. We'll be back with more of the big program right after this.
That's really cool. Finstein. Creeping up on streetwalkers.
People in the National Guard and Reserve make up over 40% of our nation's combat-ready forces. It's a job that requires them to face some very big challenges. So please, don't make their biggest challenge asking you for time off to do their training.
Sir Aldridge, you, got a minute?
Be a hero. Give your employees the freedom to protect ours.
Hey, Brian. Dunks, listen, you want to get high? I got some great stuff.
Uh-oh.
No, thanks, Mike. That junk's bad news.
Smart kid. He doesn't need that stuff. Nobody does. I'm McGruff, the crime dog. Now, watch these kids.
I'm bored. Why don't we get wasted?
Why don't you get real?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you get lost?
See that? It's happening everywhere. So, if anyone ever wants to turn you on, just turn them off. It's a great way to help take a bite out of crime.
That's Grace's approach. Oh no, look at this guy.
Yes, welcome back to Primetime. I'm your guide for fun on a budget. And hey, here they are. They're back to return once again. It's the Chet Dragon.
Fun on a budget. And last night, Joy and Rich did a stream about how to beat depression when you're broke by just having fun for free.
Band preforming before they take me away. No, he's not going to jail. He's only retiring.
Mason coated. Man, she got a big ol' ass. Man, I'm so baked. This is such a strange experience. Oh my god, Princess. Look at that guy with the smooth moves. They had to reuse it for the retirement. There's old Tank Ass again. Imagine Savvy Guy burying his face in those buns.
Yes, Polka Hall of Famer Chet Dragon and the Chet Dragon Band. And folks, well, we've had a wonderful time, and we hope you have as well. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Oh boy. Alright, so I don't have time to watch another episode, but since this is for sure going to get copyright claimed like 50 million times, I want to show you, I got to show you this new musical performer I found. Face first into the buns? I think so too. Savvy Guy really wants in the buns. He's very bun coated. Jeannie was sung behind the scenes. Oh no, I forgot that the search bar is covering up part of the screen. I'm sorry. I'm too invested to change now though. Okay. And also it ties into like the electric car as well. I was really floored by this lady's performances. I couldn't believe it.
Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Who is to blame in one country?
What a
Never can get to the
I agree.
one.
She does look like she has a pet bird.
Dealing in multiplication, still can't feed everyone. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Out in the street, out in the street, out in the daytime, out in the night. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
It is better than the Blues Brothers.
We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Out in the street, out in the street, out in the playground, in the dark side of town. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Hey, hey, we're gonna
Hey, hey.
rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Rock in the daytime, rock in the night.
Rock in the night. Okay, hang on a second. Whoops. Oh. Ah, crap. Okay, hang on. Okay. So, she does sing. She sings, obviously, but she also does live streams. I don't have time to watch all this, but we can watch part of this.
Hey everyone, I'm Julie Walters. Welcome to my channel. I decided to go on live today just to do a couple songs. Yeah, just to do a couple live songs for you and everything like that. Haven't done that in a while. So I'm just going to do a couple songs for now and then leave on that one. But yes, I know I'm on YouTube. There we go. Anyways, let's get on with the song called, let's see, 1,000 Years by Christina Perri, but my version of it, not her version, so I make it kind of like my own, and go from there. So here we go with 1,000 Years, cover by me, originally by Christina Perri. Hope you all enjoy.
Oh, this will be good.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow.
3 straight hours of getting high, and now this.
I have died every
62 views.
I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid.
Somebody put this over the Grace and War Chief art video.
I'll love you for 1,000. All along I believe I will find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more.
I feel like Professor Xavier finding a new X-Man.
One step
I know, I'm so high. It's like it's mind-bending.
I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000.
I mean, she's going for it, big time. I'm gonna be in tears shortly. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Okay, we got done with the first song. It's easier doing it live than just video trying to get it perfect. That was fun. It was actually fun. Now, let's see if we can do something that I'm used to for now, for a start.
Let's listen to one more.
Let's see. Oh.
I usually hang on one segment too long, but I'm hoping.
Let's do this one alive. I haven't done that one live. Don't close your eyes.
Do I know that song? Don't close your eyes.
Okay. And then I forgot to put kicks here. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, we'll do something a little different for live.
What's Don't Close Your Eyes?
Okay, let's see. I think I did that one, I'm not sure. We'll try this one. Don't Close Your Eyes by Kicks, cover by me. Hope y'all enjoy. I'll do it my version, so here we go. I don't know if this is my normal version of what I'm doing.
Oh, I love a talking intro.
We'll see with the background. What you doing at night time? Why'd you call me on the phone?
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Your mama can't solve her problem.
Oh man, epic.
When you said you ever get home, so you did a little move and cried.
Whoa.
Don't close your eyes. Don't sing your last lullaby.
Man.
No one there to hold you. No one hears your scream. You live life up and down now. Your nightmare or your dreams. I know it's lonely when you're hanging around. Just take it lying down. No, no. Hold on tight. I'll make everything alright.
Wow, what presence.
Wake up.
Whoa.
Go to sleep. I praise the Lord, your soul to keep.
Till his parents go to sleep. Hey, okay, man, my parents are asleep. I can come on the stream now. Don't keep me backstage.
Don't close your eyes.
Wow.
Don't close your eyes. Don't sing your last lullaby.
Damn, man.
Oh no. Don't close your eyes.
What is that part? It's like,
Don't close your eyes. Don't sing your last lullaby.
wow. Wow.
Okay, let's see. My voice is getting warmed up. I have my tea here.
Just getting warmed up.
Maybe we'll do one more here, and we'll see. Let's see what have we do. I don't want to do Evanescence right now.
Oh my God.
And Atlantis we do all the time, so it's fun. But oh, what the heck? Might as well. Head over. Dennis Joplin. Yeah, I still have to learn that one. Darn. I know it, but I don't know it enough to do it live.
If she
Or
can't
even
do it
on
right,
video.
she's not going to do it at all.
Yeah. Let's see. Have I got anything not Atlantis, not Avril. No, it's not going to be those two, but it's going to be.
Welcome to season 2 of Boit Watch, Julia Walters.
Let's see. There's Joan Jett. Yeah, but I've done that one before. I think live.
You know what? I'm going to make an executive decision. We're going to watch this one. We're gonna give her the big finish, the sure thing.
25 years and my life is still trying to get up the great big hill of hope for destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made for this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means.
Wow.
And so I cry sometimes when I lie in bed just to get all out what's in my head. I am feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high. And I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey. Said, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 said, hey,
Best cover ever.
what's going on?
Julie Walters, Unplugged. Chicks love to sing this song.
So I try, oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution.
This would be a great funeral song.
And I pray, oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day
Or like in credits music.
for revolution. So I cry sometimes when I lie in bed just to get all out what's in my head. And I am feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high. And I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey.
They are challenging songs.
Said, hey,
Chicks like to sing this song because they don't know what's going on.
and I say, hey, 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 said, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 said, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 said, hey,
What is this, the third or fourth incarnation of Lol Cow Rejects?
25 years and my life is still trying to get up the great big hill of hope for a destination.
No, my sinuses are acting up. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out for another tremendous run of prime time. Pretty depressing overall, but not too bad. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow for Memphis Wrestling Saturday Boyd Watch live. We're going to have Vinny Slugga, interesting McDonald's trip. Maybe a Bethadone exclusive, maybe, but if not, we'll have Bethadone talking about her drama with the vacuum cleaner guy. some new people. I don't know what else. But anyway, I'll see some of you tomorrow.